Something like that.
I have so many goddamn tabs, man.
Oh, I don't even know if I can actually. Oh. Oh, he did something. He activated the character mancer again.
Have his
Ooh.
character.
Yeah, he doesn't. He no longer has his character because we just finished it.
Jesus.
Like a month. It was like a couple weeks ago, but still. I'm gonna see if I can cancel out of it and
It
hopefully,
should.
yeah, like save and exit. Okay, yeah, it saved it. Luckily, oof, that is really not fun. Let's see, grab that. I need to go here. I'm just gonna give him a little temporary thing. I hope. I don't know if it's actually gonna do. Okay, there we go. Okay, at least give him because I don't even know if he knows how to put one there. I'm gonna go see if I can rotate out the dogs.
Trying to.
Yo,
Yep.
what's poppin'?
There.
Poppin', boys.
What's up?
What's poppin'?
Oh, that's actually kind of cool.
What?
Oh yeah, the animations. I'm still trying to get it
Yeah.
to where it's like,
Oh,
because it's being really stupid right now, and I have no idea why.
you finished the what's it called?
I only
Bottle and
finished three
everything?
because everyone else didn't.
Gotcha. I'm just putting a I'm gonna put like a circle around the background of my character, and then I'm done.
Uh, do you need like a token stamp or something like that? Because token stamp really works for
Yeah.
making the circle.
No, yeah, I want to do like a brush background before I make it a circle.
Okay. Yeah, just basically make it an image, and then I use token stamp because it's really quick and
Oh no,
nice.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I use it for the other characters as well. I agree, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's a
When
really
I
clean
showed
look.
this group token stamp, let's go.
Did you show it? I thought it
Here.
was
Well, I knew of it beforehand
Yeah,
because that
no,
was one of
it
the
was
map
it was
making
before
tools.
Lord got here.
Yeah,
oh
because
really?
I had it beforehand, and it's just basically my list. Like I have a bunch of like uh, stuff that I was using at one point,
Uh-huh.
including like the SRDs and stuff like that. It was just all on this list I have here. So and then I got was background generator was like the first thing I actually got from the group, and that was for something else.
Gotcha. Shut up!
Silence.
All right, there we go. I think it's good enough. Fuck it. I mean, YOLO. At this point, it's good enough for today. So, the
I'm really sad because
save
none
as.
of the working. Or like they are, but they're not.
Oh, the little was a tavern sign pop down works, and that was yeah.
I will show you the rest of them. I just need to get their fucking hotkeys to work. Because the way, okay, so like I was saying earlier, they're really finicky, right? Because, wait, hold on. You're broken. Okay.
It just keeps like partially falling down.
Hey,
Like,
Maga, I'm just gonna.
Go ahead.
Don't mind this image I'm sending you, because I just need to have it on Discord, so fuck it.
Got you.
I'll get back to it. Go. Alright.
Okay, so, Lord, I think, let's see if it works. Swear to God.
Oh, I like the little flask at the bottom, by the way.
Yes.
Is that supposed to be like
Okay, there we go.
tips?
I think I got it. It's a tidbit to my character.
Well, I could kind of figure that one because
Yeah.
it's
Okay, so you'll see them going around now. I fixed it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Fuck it. Whatever. Oh my God, this is pissing me off.
Hey, we have 3 months to work on it.
No, I have till tonight. I'm just kidding.
Well, that's
Dumb,
the good thing.
Anyways, you'll see them flashing by. Their icons are on the left there, and then the sign says their name on the right, like you saw.
Yep.
And that's things. They're fucking hard. Okay, now it should be. Each, like I said, each character has 3 animations, so I have to do that for each character, and then I'm not even done completely with the goddamn overlay because I have to do the info bars. You know which one I'm talking about? Like
Yeah,
that has health, AC, and level and shit like that.
Oh, you can actually double them up. I just saw that you put 2
Yeah.
characters at once.
Yeah, again, it's like, okay, so the reason why it's so finicky is because I use the Razor macros to change the scenes for Streamlabs, right?
Yep.
And because of that, for some fucking reason, it's either Streamlabs or it's the Razor software that
The
just
bindings,
fucks
yeah.
up. Yeah. And I don't.
It's
I don't
more
know how
likely the bindings because bindings can trigger faster than so basically just sometimes they can trigger faster,
might
but
be. Let me slow
that's what
them
I'm thinking because that's usually what it is.
slow them down. It was like working just fine, and then I wanted to show you because since it's a passive switcher, it switches through them. I set the timing for them to be every 60 seconds.
Also, do you want me to end up sending you maybe like tokens of like really important characters that you might be running into multiple times, like down the line?
Possibly. That doesn't sound like a. Sound like.
I mean, you would only need to put like their name and like the animation for just like their name and then their icon. You could do that. 'Cause you don't really need their stats overall. I mean, you can if you want, but actually, I don't think I want to give you the stats because that might be a little
Shit to diddle.
yeah.
Okay. Let me just put this back over here. Do this, do that.
Oh, how do you like my little tavern?
Looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up keeping this for a little bit, just like the actual like base look of it. Just I'll probably recycle this one every so often because it's not too bad.
It isn't.
Oh, here. Let me send you the thing, Mega Tiger.
And this is the one I'm
Bam.
disregarding?
No, this is the one you can use. The first one was just the actual image. I'll just delete it. Boop. Yeah, I don't know. I might change it. I mean, I'll probably change it because it's not like super well drawn. It's just kind of like rough because I did it in like 2 hours today. So
Oh, the
yeah.
one with the cloaky dude? The one you sent right now?
Yeah, exactly that one. I see it.
I suggest.
Making the background solid.
No. The circle, like the actual circle on the character,
Yeah.
looks it like it's simple.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's
It's simple
the
for
default
now.
color.
because-
Okay. Because like you know what? Personally, I really like the metal ones that are further down on the list there. Those are cool.
Show it on your stream? Because I don't know how to
Oh,
change it.
okay, yeah, I
The
can do that.
borders,
Hold
the
on,
circles.
Yeah.
stamp. Boom. Okay, so I'm done this string. So
If you don't
whenever
mind,
you
of
put
course.
in. Oh shit! I didn't want to download nothing. I upload a fuck. Ah, God damn it.
Yeah, it's
Upload a
for
foot, bro.
One that doesn't have one. Schimosis. Okay, so Schimosis is a pretty rad. So this, if you click on the little thing right here, that's the circle. That's the
Yeah.
That is all
Oh,
of
okay,
them.
gotcha.
So you can
I
scroll
see
down. I
someone's doing
personally
a
like
Fallout
these.
thing.
What's up?
I see someone's doing a Fallout thing.
A fall.
T-45 power armor.
Oh yeah, that was a previous campaign thingy maboober. Yeah, that one really never went anywhere. And then obviously you can change, you can do tints here too. Like if you want to make it like fucking oof color. Man, red
Interesting.
color. Fuck hint. Ah, okay. Perfect. Then you can download that if you.
Nice.
Also, since you guys were looking at the stream just now, did you is the signs going right or no?
Looks like it.
Yeah, the signs seem to be stuck on Cilia
fall?
right now, but
Well,
that's fine.
because it's every 60 seconds they change. It just cycles.
Okay. Yeah, that might be what it is.
Yeah.
That I mean that's actually pretty good because it kind of gives you kind of like an overview of who's
Exactly.
in game.
No,
Yeah.
not working. Kill me.
Is it not? Is it not cycling?
No, it's cycling just fine, but that's not what's wrong. It's not playing the intro animations because for some reason it's not accepting.
Oh yeah, it's just basically like it popping in.
I don't. That's why I made the intro animation. Doing big set.
Okay, hold on for a minute. I need to go bring him out of the dog.
Okie doke.
Okay.
Malaka.
I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out how to what's it called? Make my character look younger. Because when I drew it initially, I was like, wow, I made like a mid-aged adult. And I was like,
Okay.
fuck, this is right.
Less
So, I
contour
think I
line.
made him. Yeah, I think I made him a little bit younger. I looked at what's it called. I went back and I remember one artist that I really like is Mark Crilly. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He does books. Here, look, I'll show you the OG one, the OG image, because that one's actually a little bit more difficult to see. Where the fuck am I? OG? Honestly, I fucking moved the image and I don't know where it went. It just vanished from my desktop, but it's here
your
somewhere.
token?
No, not my token. The original image.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, it's here somewhere because I pulled it from the desktop. I just don't know where. Exactly.
I swear. Well,
I swear.
swear.
I swear.
Dude, honestly,
There it is. The fuck?
these
How did you just-
keybind things
ridiculous.
bad because I have to use actual keys. Oh, hold on.
Uh-huh.
No, I can't. I can use. Anyways,
Okay.
and I want to use one key for each thing, so I do like number pad 1, and then I'll have it mixed with Alt 1 for the second one, and then Control Alt 1 for the outro, right? But I want it to not be the number pad. Maybe I could use F function, but they do things.
You could try unbinding it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple things I need to fix. Like one of his hands is all fucked. I need to fix that because it looks fucked and it is fucked. I know it is. The other hand's less fucked, but it's okay. And then his face needs a little bit of work. Ha! True.
Got him.
Goody. Yeah, overall, like basically everything, but maybe his like actual clothing could use a decent amount of work. But
Okay, I'm gonna hop out of
I'll
your
come
screen
down the
right
line.
now because I'm just making sure everything's good.
Yeah.
Waiting for the
3, yeah.
It's been a while since we've had 5.
Been a while.
It's been a while. Honestly, you know, character that I've been wanting to play. Fucking yeah. One character design that I've been wanting to play for a while there's a fucking.
Yeah.
You should have been. You should have been either in like coastal, or you could have also been. There's mariners of Darkvale. You could have been one of them because they're actually pirates.
Maybe that'll be my backup. If I die twice, I highly doubt because I'm a fucking. Watch me. That'd be hilarious.
Dude,
I'm
okay. What's it called?
hoping
So
I don't kill.
Sorry.
I get people killed.
you hoping to get people killed?
I said I'm hoping I don't get people killed. At least not early on. By the way, spoiler: there's kind of a few chances you can get killed.
Interesting. Well, we'll see. I got my backup character ready, so we're all good.
I don't really have a backup character ready, kind of, but you know, whatever.
And I have 2. I have an idea for the second backup character. We're all good.
Yeah. Well, just as a rule of thumb, don't go attacking random extreme dangers.
Friends.
No, I'm attacking everything.
Poppin'.
Hello there.
I'm just gonna steal stuff from everyone, so.
Fucking try me, bitch. Try me, bitch.
Oh man. It's gonna happen, and you'll be like, "What the fuck? How did I lose
kick
like
your ass.
600 gold?"
I will waste my high level items on you because it will murder your ass.
I'll throw you from the ramparts.
I'm gonna sext you up, boy.
Alright, wait. I need to adjust my height, and I need to look up a stat. Let's see.
Oh, are you like 6 foot tall? But you're like a halfling?
Yeah, I'm a halfling, but I put 4'6", and I think that's wrong. I'm just gonna look up and.
That's a really
See,
tall.
Too tall.
Yeah,
it's really
that's
tall for
like
halfling,
tall
right?
fellow.
You
Yeah,
gotta be
okay,
like
okay.
1 foot, honestly, as a halfling.
No,
Well,
halflings usually about
Dang.
4 foot, roughly. 4
Anywhere
foot is
between
about-
3 to 4.
Yeah, 3 to 4 is like 4 is like your
Yeah.
maximum for most of them, except for tall fellows. Tall fellows can get up to like I think 5 foot. They're almost as tall as normal humans.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
3'6",
average
there we go.
halfling is like 3'8" to 4'2". That's the average halfling height.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
roughly
3'6".
around
Bam.
4.
Right.
Perfect.
Ah, short halfling, I see.
Young
Yes.
halfling.
Ah, short
Yeah,
fellow.
yeah, young.
Is
Well, it's
your
actually
last
more
name
like.
short fellow.
See, I'm a young damper, so that's the dealios.
Don't
So,
worry.
are you like calf dampier, like like the dampier
he's
that
full
was
dampier.
like mixed with halfling?
Well, technically,
Well,
I'm
your
just
dad's a
young-
vampire and your mom's like was she a halfling? Because that'd be kind of cool.
I was thinking more of like tiefling because I wanted the red eyes. So
Well, dampiers get the red eyes. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
what was
they
the race that your mom was, or because you said your dad's a vampire in your backstory? What was your
Mhm.
mom's race?
I don't know. I haven't.
That's what I was asking because you're going for like halfling
Wow,
high.
you
I was like,
didn't fucking think as
shoot.
far as your mother? Wow, how could you?
Yeah, I know.
his mother was a
Yeah.
whore and she died early. Who cares?
I never
She slept with
knew
a
my
dirty
mother.
vampire.
No,
She
actually,
slept with
I
a bloodsucker.
I ran more stuff past Lord to like get some ideas out, and I think we came up with some pretty good stuff. You know,
Yeah,
just
I
I
got some
haven't
fun
actually,
stuff. Yeah.
She
I
sucked
haven't
more
actually
than
made
blood.
the mother. I mean, I actually haven't said like the race of the mother, so a little bit of
Yeah,
issues, but
Once we get that more finalized, I can deal with it because right now we can do a little retconning because it's kind of the first episode, quote unquote, to get
Right.
things like started
On
at
next
least.
episode of Dragon Ball E.
Dragon Ball E.
Dragon Ball E.
How dare
Dragon
you
Ball
not know
E?
it's Dragon Ball E?
Is it like Dragon Ball E would?
Yes, exactly.
Oh yeah, you guys can start putting your characters into the tavern right now if you want.
okay. There you
I'm
go.
just
Stockman. Bam.
adding the last few touches of gear
Floofy.
that I need, like the small stuff that I kept forgetting about.
Yeah, we can. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to give Golem a bit of a chance. I saw him pop in earlier. I think he might be trying to get to his computer, but I'm not sure.
Where's the door? Question mark.
Good
This-
question.
Right there.
That's the fucking
Yeah,
door?
I'll just-
Alright, cool. Boom.
Oh,
Bam.
and
okay.
Connor, I got some good
Okay.
news.
Oh wait, never mind. I was,
Fuck you
I was,
sitting
I
with
was
me.
coming. I was waiting.
I see.
Connor.
What's the good news?
So my retarded boss got fired, and now I am the network manager at my job.
Damn, son.
Woo!
Huzzah.
Celebration time.
Yep,
Very nice.
finally
Promotion.
happened today. So I was like, "Yes, suck it. I'm in charge."
Baller.
Stuck a fat one.
Now I
Ha.
am in charge.
No. Oh shit. Wait, hold on.
Look at me.
No,
I am
I'm
They're
network
crashing.
admin.
That's it. They're crashing. It's over.
Yeah, they're like, let's rethink this.
Back it up, boys. We're
Hey,
going out of
Hey,
business.
my first order of business was to open Pornhub, guys.
Ah, very
Porn at work.
nice.
Makes a man more productive.
Very nice.
Yes, that totally
Totally.
makes so much sense.
Yes, it doesn't at all distract you from I don't know, work.
And even
For
any
everything.
gambling site, completely open. You know, malware. We definitely need all that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh yeah.
I took down the firewall because that thing was just useless.
Yeah,
homes
it just
where
it
the
just
Easy mode.
malware
causes
is.
delays.
Easy
Yeah,
moto.
Yo, oh my god, yo, motherfucker, you, Mister, god damn it, Mr. Connor, the fuck
What?
is that? Goddamn
Okay.
square. Hold on,
Connor,
hold on,
make
hold on.
tokens now.
No, yes, hold on.
We are-
I got
we
you.
are-
I fucking have you, alright? I made
Connor,
your character
Connor.
a goddamn token.
Oh, did you make both my characters tokens? Because that'd be super helpful.
Yes, actually, I did because I wanted them on the overlay.
I was going to do that too.
Like,
But-
look
Here.
at that. I made tokens.
Here,
I made mine a token. How
use
could you
those
not make a token?
fuckers?
I even drew mine, bro. I even drew
Fuck,
mine.
do you think having a square of a man was okay?
God damn it.
Well, it's not just square, but it's like compressed too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
compressed too.
It's not a
He's
perfect
like a
square
dwarf.
picture, so
Exactly.
He's like a dwarf.
He's laying on the ground. That's what he's doing. He's like, man,
Yeah. Yeah. Meh.
I drank too much. Man.
Meh. I'm Barnstein.
Oh, jeez.
Hi, guys. Got any
I'm gonna-
gold?
By the way, I am going to need you to give that voice when I.
You just need to let me know when you summon Bor Bornstein and you give me
I
a
know.
list, like whatever you want me to say, and I'll just Bor Bornstein it up and add some Meshuggahs here and there.
Chickeness. Oh boy.
Uh,
Because this totally
Golem
isn't a
doesn't
racist
know
game.
what he's going to be.
He doesn't know what he's getting into.
Nope.
Yeah, it's
not at
true. He
all.
Yep.
doesn't.
And unfortunately, with this character, I don't have much mysticism. Well, to determine that he is Bor Bornstein.
Oh,
So,
I
we
got you
might be
covered. Don't worry, bro.
Oh, that's right. This is gonna be you. You're like, oh dear God.
Oh, dear God, run.
Oh no.
Check
Anybody
your
hide your
pouches. Check your gold coins. Count them now.
And I'm like, hey, I got more money.
And then Connor looks over to his second and she's missing her sword. And Bor Bornstein's floating away. Bye.
And then other rewards, he looks at his bag and he's like, hey, I'm missing gold too. Oh man, it was be
Joke's on
My
you.
intention is
You gotta
to be a
have
thief.
gold to miss gold.
true. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've
just
been,
like
I've been
the-
subtracting my gold. Fuck, hold up. Let
Just
me-
like the last
Well, tungsten.
Encounters campaign when Lord Arcadius' character lost gold. He went negative. He took a loan out in his name.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Mine is I had 1 gold and he took 20. I had 1 credit. He took 20. Negative 19.
A 19 credit loan in your name. How did he
Yeah, the
do
creditors
that?
are gonna come find you soon. You better run.
And then he just mows them all down. Okay, problem solved. You still have to pay your debt. You can't kill your way out of debt. Or can
Hey,
you?
who knows?
You want me to delete that character one?
Yes, please.
Oh my god. Yeah, you look so
Delete it
much
from
better.
orbit.
You look fantastic.
And you
Oh,
actually
fantastic.
match up
Like
with my
actual
overlay.
tokens
Let's
now.
go.
Yeah, and now I can go stand next to you. Hey,
You know what?
baby.
I should have
Hey,
made
get
some
off me.
peasant icons. I just remembered I was gonna make
Almost
a
in this
few
chat.
peasant icons.
Bam.
Hold on. I am going to make some peasant icons.
Oh.
Bam,
At
do
the
it.
time, we're
Yeah,
just gonna be chatting in this empty bar all together.
I have decided I'm making peasants.
I was gonna make some peasants but I forgot to do that because it's
But I
on the
didn't.
it's not on the list of the huge amounts of things that are gonna be occurring eventually.
So, Connor, is your character just gonna stand there, or are they gonna take a seat?
I'm like, oh, I guess I can get a little closer, huh? But it's like
Yeah.
either on the bar or
Press-
like
press
sitting
Alt.
there.
Use hold
Press
an
Alt.
alt.
Yeah, you gotta hold
an
Alt, and you can move and drop them in the one spot.
Yep.
I was trying to stay within the whole grid, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you.
We
People
wanted
who
you
stay
on
in the
seat.
grid conform to the
We're in
You
government.
look weird.
Fine.
We're going off the grid.
No, she'll actually stand because she doesn't drink.
She'll just stand in the corner over here,
Fucking jokes on her.
watching the door. Anybody comes in, she just pats him down. Hey, Nom, you're not a bouncer. Stop that.
Actually, she'll sit there right there in that corner so she can see everyone.
Everyone.
Everybody.
I feel like she would be standing against this wall because then she could see like down this way too, you know?
But she wants to be like between Basud and anybody else.
Or anybody that comes in from that front door.
Yeah, she doesn't want to have to run past Basud to get towards somebody coming from the front door.
Okay, okay. I mean, you know, okay.
Sounds like extra work.
Yeah, because someone could just like peek in and be like, blow dart. Besides dead.
Blow dart.
Blow dart.
I think they have that in the Eastern Ashen Plains, right? Blow darts with
You
poison?
have unraveled my
Hey.
secret plan. Blow dart.
I'm sure they
Wait,
do.
hold up. Out of curiosity, I don't know if this is a thing that you can do, but is there a way I can steal someone's weapon if I'm stealth?
It's
it'd be a high
it's
stealth
sleight of
roll.
hand. It's sleight of hand.
yeah.
But if
Okay.
they're holding it, that's the hard one. You have
Oh,
to
no,
roll really high.
You could still do it even as like a master thief. You could technically steal someone's weapon out of their hand. It's just like the DC's like 40.
It's like
Yeah,
shit,
that's what I'm
okay.
saying. It's like a really
It's-
high roll.
it's like when you're 100 in Skyrim in sneak and you can pickpocket and you just boop their
Okay,
clothes.
not happening.
You could take the clothes off their back.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do
I
it.
remember. I used to always like making
Ooh.
really
Nice
high,
linguistics, asshole.
high stealth characters.
Yeah, I rolled a 1. Fuck your mom.
Oh.
There we go. And oh my god, I went complete opposite. What the hell?
Dude, you know everything about planes for like 5 seconds.
Everything.
Well, my thing is to know about planar creatures.
You with your linguistics, you suddenly develop a stutter.
I forgot a language. I don't know how to speak common no more. Oh god.
But
I was trying to speak Orc. I spoke Celestial. I don't know what I was saying.
I summoned a god. Everyone run away.
Oh yes,
I don't know how I did
The
this.
Italians don't use Latin anymore. They started summoning all the common talk.
Wait. Oh shoot, I did put Latin as a language. My bad, guys. Sorry.
What are you?
Oh, let's see. I cannot fly. Damn it.
Fucking loser.
I was hoping for like a 20, man. That would have been
Can't
sweet.
fly. Get fucked.
You know, because I don't have wings or anything. I'm just like, my cloak stretched out, I'm flying.
I'm
I,
flying.
Not.
I'm not flying. I'm not flying. Ah!
Wow, low rolls.
Yeah, see, we need to
Damn,
get all
same
those.
here.
We need to get all the bad rolls out.
Holy moly, these are
Nice
some bad
heal.
rolls.
Okay.
Go
there's the high rolls.
away. Bad rolls. How about nature?
There we
Come
go.
on. I'm so
Hold on.
average now.
Where's my strength? There we go. Strength rolls. Couple strength rolls. Get those bad rolls
Jesus,
out.
man. All right. Well, yeah.
Oh,
Here, I'll
there
do
you
my
go.
strength roll.
I'll do diplomacy. I'm
Wow,
a good
even
diplomacy
with-
person.
Even with my minus, I did good on strength.
Let's see.
Nope.
Me too. I'm great at diplomacy. Look at my
Oh,
7.
great. Where the hell's Golem?
My charisma is
Whoa.
shit.
I
Oh
rolled a
shit!
1.
Oh, 2
I rolled a 1
naturals.
for my
What
charisma.
the fuck is that?
How?
It's a
What the fuck?
giant!
He's a giant. He just keeps targeting the wall.
Anybody else speak
Myself.
giants?
Quickly.
Yes,
Oh, God.
Speak giant.
He's a shapeshifter.
He's Cthulhu.
I'll try speaking to him as a dragon. See if he's intimidated.
I'll just speak tongues and pretend.
As you go to walk near him, you can just see the ground bow.
I was
You're like,
trying
yeah,
to
that's definitely a
Face
dragon.
on him outside the building, so it doesn't show up that giant. When I first upload them, for some reason, they're always that sized.
Are you on the token layer, or are you
No, they're on they're on the standard
Yeah.
token layer. It's
Oh,
just
As a-
when they're
yeah, when you
initially
upload the image.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
I'm actually uploading it, it just goes for maximum size for it.
Ooh, can I do? What can I do?
But once I have them in there, they're just fine. It's just
Ah,
when you initially do that.
melee. Wow.
Nice. I'm gonna fly right
My
now.
melee?
Look at my fly.
Oh boy. My melee's bad. Let's see my fly.
Oh,
Oh, I can fly, dudes! I can fly!
Oh shit!
don't worry,
So
you
what?
can't fly.
You're
Oh,
hovering.
actually, no, you can fly. You just need a catapult first.
Oh.
I just don't know how to fall. Let's just.
So pretty
No,
much
you
with
don't know
that,
how to
he's able to
land.
guide himself
Yeah, there
and
you go.
weave between stuff before he hits his target.
It's not.
I'll just
It's not flying. It's falling with style.
I don't like the bartender because it looks like he's about to throw beer in our face.
A little bit. Of
yeah.
Fuck.
Who's ready to get wasted?
Yes, queen.
So is this the nightclub or something? Like
You can just hear
a Persian nightclub?
Pretty much.
I see nice rugs and I smell a lot of cologne. Yep, we are in a Persian nightclub, everyone.
Where's Golem?
I don't know. He was here earlier, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. I messaged him and everything like that. I don't.
He
know where
decided
is
to
right
be a stone construct, so I took him over. He's mine now.
Decided that
That's right. We need to whip it into shape. Whip him into
Don't
shape.
worry, plane
Oh.
travel doesn't exist in my campaign.
Whip it.
At least not easily.
whip it good.
Let's see.
Because you know what? To be fair, most of this group, when we first started, was either late or didn't show. So,
Oh, that's why I'm giving him 15 minutes, maybe 20 at the most. And I just
you don't have his number or anything.
no, I guess I do, but I don't know if I can actually call him right now.
Okay, I was gonna say you could try texting him and be like, hey, it going good, or you gonna make it, or that's actually why the other day I fixed the schedule thing and wanted to message him and make sure that he knew, because
Yeah, he
I did it on the
doesn't-
right day, just the wrong date.
Yeah, the wrong date, the right day.
He doesn't check
Yeah.
his Discord much, does he?
He does, but the thing is, he doesn't use it for everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that and he's in the military, so don't know when.
Yeah, those
Right.
military people, you just can't trust them.
Nah,
Oh,
you
wait, that's
can't
why I'm
trust
not
their
one of them
schedule.
anymore. That's right.
You can't trust their schedules because you never know when you're gonna get called in. Sucks.
No, I don't know. I
True,
think Connor was right here.
I'm always right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep, way
Let's
to go.
Well, we'll
Yay.
Yahoo!
I'm just gonna keep rolling until something happens.
Correct. Whip, dude.
Oh,
I had a
come
thought stuck
on.
in my head.
I'm gonna see if I can make my stamp better, because
Give the press
Fuck
the
it.
slip. I'm sorry.
Because now you got time.
yeah, now I got time, so
You're like,
Let's
"Yeah,
see if
all
I'm
the
just
time in
I'm
the
just
world."
giving us a little bit of time because he was here around 9:45.
He popped in, but
thank you.
Yeah, he might just be trying to get it to his computer.
Oh god. Hope I'm not getting sick.
So,
Fuck.
At me.
so I turn. I go, "Hey, Basud, how you doing?"
It's Basud, you know this.
I know.
Eject her
When are
from
we gonna?
orbit.
Can we find secrets yet? I want to find
You want
secrets.
He wants the fucky.
Oh.
Okay. No.
That's what he
no.
means by secrets.
No. I.
Gross.
You see how if you take two scissors and you put them together, that's my style. Thank you.
Oh.
And
Scissors cut things.
No, she is celibate.
she what?
She is celibate.
Oh. There's no penetration at all, so we're cool. We can do it. Club fronts. Let's do this.
I don't think
Just
I
let me-
have one.
Shh. Let me finish.
Whoa.
Done yet?
Hold up. Wait a second.
Sudden bar fight erupts.
Never mind. I'll just.
Everyone dies.
I won't want to redraw some
Everyone's
shit.
dead.
As you
Woo!
see the 5'5" redhead try to tackle and jump on Nam. Yeah. It's like, no, stop that.
Yeah, she would
Give
do
me
it.
what I want.
Okay,
Miss.
let's see.
Yes.
Oh, she
Woohoo!
missed.
And my turn.
Oh, I was.
Oh God! I go jumping and I just face plant back. Like, yeah, that's what happens.
No,
You got a
you,
fucking zero.
like, jump, like trip on your own shoe, fall forward, hit the bar,
Okay.
roll onto the stool, and just collapse to the ground.
There we go. That's my life.
You now have 7 less teeth.
And prestidigitation. I have teeth.
Not how that
Magic.
works.
It's an illusion. It's trickery spell.
I mean, I guess you're not. I don't know Pathfinder's press.
Minor
Trust
trick.
the Hattinator?
Yeah, I know.
Color clean soil items. Chill warm.
Yeah, I guess.
Flavor something.
But like,
Huh.
would it be able to be stuck to your?
Oh my
like,
gosh.
Your actual
You
teeth.
get a 0. What the fuck?
You
Yes,
just
that's
realize
the
that?
thing.
Welcome back, clip. Hello.
Yeah.
Minus 30.
That's because I rolled, then it popped up, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I have a -1 to my strength, so yeah.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, guys. I'm not doing the combat.
Do we have anybody who's doing combat
Yeah.
besides Imam?
No.
Yeah, boy.
We're pretty much just gonna magic our way through this shit and see
We're
what
gonna
happens.
fucking die. That's what.
Yeah, probably. I'm probably gonna get us all killed.
If he doesn't show up in 5 more minutes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take over his character because I actually know how to play his character, or partially what his character is.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if anything, we could just always add him in later.
Is his
Yeah,
character
I'll probably
on
end up.
the board?
Yeah, I'm just gonna toss his character in. That way, everything's good.
He's
For
an
now.
NPC until he doesn't have an N.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, I guess we got 5 more minutes. I'll be back in 5.
Okay, just
Sound
gonna
good?
go squirt one out.
Well, gross, but
Gross but true.
I don't know. There's many different kinds of squirting things out, which I don't know which one you're
Bathrooms
referring
over
to, which is
here.
why I'm like confused and gross. I don't know anymore.
I don't know how
Yeah,
to
it's like-
respond to that.
Yeah, I'm going to the bathroom. Bye.
Boy.
So is he a half dragon?
And then she just pops out.
Oh.
Nam,
Well,
you gonna? Nam, come on, let's do this.
No.
But yes, he is a half dragon.
Come on, Nam, glory hole, glory hole.
How do you even do that?
I don't know. I'm just making things up as I go, man.
well, to be fair, it could be the reverse glory hole.
See what I can do.
I'm confused.
Hmm.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, if a girl puts her her jiggly bits up to it, then that's
I'm-
that's
Is that what
her
you
first.
call those?
That'd be what?
Is that what you call those?
I see you too, our chubby chaser.
Oh jeez.
Oh man, you guys kill me. I cast.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be killing you all.
I'll just go to the bathroom and mage armor. Just sit here, like, leave me alone. After hearing the DM say he's gonna kill us all, God, why?
I have my safe place. I have my safe place.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be like that a little bit into the campaign.
I don't like that little bit part because a little bit could be, 10 minutes from now.
Oh, dude.
Oh, don't worry. The game starts in 4.
All right, 1 minute. I'll be back.
Yeah, I can't get in contact with him.
That's alright.
I'm just hoping he pops. Maybe if he pops in like a little bit later, I can hand over control.
How do
Yeah.
I get the name to show up?
What you do is you click your you click the icon and you there's a little gear icon.
Yeah, and I typed the name in, but nothing's coming up.
You just press enter.
Mine's typed in as well, and it's the same
Wait,
thing. I don't remember how
for
I
what?
did it in one of the other ones. To have your name pop up. You want it
I
above
mean,
your token, right?
Where?
Oh, I'm currently in reveal.
Um,
I'm
Connor,
confused.
you want it above your token?
Yeah, above the token, yeah.
I don't know if you can get it above your token, but if you type it in there, at least you'll get it in the initiative sheet.
Oh, okay.
By the way, there's a show nameplate.
Show nameplate.
How do you... Where is show nameplate?
Donde?
It's with
Stop.
the edit token editor.
I think that only you can do that.
I agree.
Edit token. There is no nameplate.
Oh, there isn't?
No.
Oh,
Try it with one of your
Yeah, I
NPCs. Give
think
them a
it's-
name and just like fucking.
I
try it.
did. I just gave the barman.
Oh.
Yeah, we can't see that, or at least I can.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
you can't see.
either.
You can't see the.
I cannot see.
Oh,
barman.
is that?
Yeah, you have to click like something to show on the tab or something for their name to show up.
It says show nameplate to all players.
Huh.
Maybe try
Hmm.
moving them and seeing if like that updates it or some
Can-
shit. Oh, there you go.
Ah, yeah,
Now
there it
works.
is.
Everyone see that? Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's in advance.
Barman!
That
it's in
looks
advance.
silly.
Can you do that to our names? Show my
I'm
name.
Let's
good.
see.
I'm good.
Yep. Basud, show nameplate, advanced C. How's that?
Long ass
Yay.
name.
I'm gonna call him Masick.
Well,
That's
that's not even including his titles, so just
but like for the nameplate on the set.
Alright,
that's
Basud.
fine.
I'm gonna call him Protrude My Dick. Yeah. Oh, he changed it.
Yeah, honestly, I think having player names shown like this is nice, just because then you're like, you know,
Or
You
you could
can
just be
have-
like
Whatever.
cool and remember the names.
I mean, I do remember the names, but it sometimes
Mhm.
it's easier. Like when you come back after like a day or something, it's like, oh, there you go.
Did I miss anyone?
If you want to do mine.
Yeah, you can keep
Oh,
saying
yeah,
it. That's fine.
yeah.
Right, he's not part of the group yet. You can wait.
Oh, no, I got Golem.
No, I was talking about
Mr.
Magus.
Malakar over
He
here.
doesn't want to tell us his name.
And now he just
He can't.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just automatically put everyone's name in.
The other
Oh,
people I
yeah.
know.
Oh shit, that's a lot.
oh my
let me
Okay, good. My crossbow can reach.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, don't worry. There's a lot of people that can reach you too.
I know. I know. This is why I wanted to send it somewhere else, but that's just metagaming. I accept my fate.
Oh yeah, hold up. I just need one quick question. Hold up.
Okay, what's up?
I'm gonna DM you.
Oh, I already know the other guy's name. There it is.
What's up?
Oh, I already know your character's name now. Okay, sweet.
Who, me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like-
Malachar.
I want to know his name.
Put
then-
my token there. Good.
I want you to have a name thing.
I have
Okay,
it.
yay.
Yeah.
It just didn't show up because
Yeah, because it's in the black, yeah. Too true.
Perfect way to hide your name.
Right? Shit.
So, Austin, is your character like new to town?
I don't know how we're fitting in, so I'm kind of like gonna do it on the fly.
Well,
How do
so
we all know
far,
each
I know
other? Do
that-
we already know each other from like previous things?
I know Marcel and Celia because I'm studying Marcel, and then Celia I just kind of know because she's also from my home country.
Yeah,
Okay.
Celia came to him for help. As she was
And
doing
I'm
too.
from a faraway land, but I've been in this town for probably like 6 months or so.
Lord, I do have a question actually.
Wait, what's up?
Is this town my home, my residency?
Right now, do you want this to be your residency? Because either
Is-
way, this is a actively traveled area. This is just like a rest stop type bar that
Oh.
has kind of a local village nearby, but it's not really that big. It's like maybe a population of about 150 at most.
Do a lot of spices come around here?
Yeah, this is a well-traveled area, so it
Okay,
would.
yeah. Then
It's
yeah.
basically between two major towns.
I would like this
So-
to be my home.
Okay.
Right,
I live
so
here.
then I probably would know who you are because my guy has a knack for just getting to know
No,
everyone.
if you
Yeah.
if you did live here, or even if you were visiting, you would not have seen me.
Oh, so this is your home, but you're never here.
No, I'm always here.
He's always
He's
here, but
He's
not
in the very back by the bathroom.
he
Yeah,
hides like
yeah.
under the table.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
people go.
A peeping Tom, if you will.
Yeah.
He's one of those people that you just don't
Just-
recognize him. It's like he's not exists.
No, you
Doesn't
heavily
exist.
recognize me if you see me. Get
Oh
fucked.
yeah.
Okay, well
It's you
then yeah,
see
it doesn't
him, but
make
you
any
just
sense.
forget about him.
No, because I
You see him,
never
it's like,
leave my
huh.
house. That's why I'm a shut in.
like,
Oh, okay.
Huh.
So
You
you're a
should
hermit.
talk to the crazy
Yeah,
person.
I'm a hermit. To an
Yeah,
extent,
okay.
yeah.
Ah.
Do people in the town know who you are?
Maybe.
Maybe his
Depending.
neighbors.
Yeah, probably.
Since it's since it's such a small area, they'd probably know about you. They'd probably
Yeah.
spread quite a few
Probably.
rumors.
I
Because
probably
like,
know all of those rumors.
think about it. Think about it. I'm probably the town's like back alley doctor.
Yeah, basically, rumor
Ah.
has it that he's some sort of crazy. He does like voodoo, and he's like he goes into graveyards and he steals their corpses.
Okay,
Raises
I don't
them
know
up.
about that one, Chief, but it's rumor, so
Well,
it's probably
But
true.
this is like local rumors.
Yeah,
of-
yeah, yeah. I understand
So,
that.
so you're saying you can cure crotch rot? Good to know.
Yeah.
Or he might spread it.
Yeah, or one of the two. Maybe I don't know.
He's like,
don't
I
know
need to
yet.
get a sample of that so I can give it to more people. Wait, why?
No reason.
He's gonna be the one that starts the plague. He's like,
Right.
kill them all.
Wait, real quick. Connor and John, what do you guys think, or how long do you think we've been in this city town?
I'm thinking like 6 months.
6 months. Okay, so
Well-
we've been here for a while.
Well, I would have shown up later, like probably a week ago or so.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
she
need
came
to-
seeking me out. I've been here for
Okay.
6 months, kind of working.
Got it. Okay. And I guess I've been here too because that was the plan. So
Okay, so if you guys have been here for about 6 months, you will have heard that there's a rumor of a war, an approaching war,
Going in
and
what direction?
it's from the southwest. And apparently they've been mobilizing a lot of militaries lately.
So we're going northeast.
Let's go away from the war. I'm not a warrior. I'm a scholar.
I'm pretty much in that same book with you. Same boat.
Yeah, I don't know how to fight. I just pretend I do.
I just make it look like I detach my thumb. Like,
And suddenly you just get pelted by a bunch of arrows.
No, and suddenly his thumb actually comes off.
Witchcraft.
oh god, that's the crotch rot for you. Straight to the thumb.
I think that's what, leprosy?
Same thing. Starts at the crotch and then goes to the limbs.
Gross.
Yeah.
Hot. Wait, hold on.
Works its way out, you know?
I think that it becomes gangrenous at that point. I think
That's
that's
how I get-
classified as gangrene.
And then that's how I learned the spell pestilence. Connor,
Oh, that's how you learn the spell death.
That's
Like,
how
just quote unquote
as
death.
as long as I can just point a finger, and go die, and they get it too, and they die. I'll be
It's
happy.
like you point the finger, die, and your hand just falls off.
that's how Magatica's character came up with crocodile. You know that drug?
Yeah. So we
Everyone else is like,
All right.
creak, creak, creak. Don't know
So-
what crocodile is.
Yeah, I don't see him
Weaver-
showing up right now, so I'm just gonna continue on for that.
Awesome.
Okay, so begin the scene.
Okay. Well, you're currently in a tavern. It's a very simple tavern. Just kind of locals coming in and out. You have travelers through the distance because you're currently between two like major towns. And of this, there is a forest to the north and east. There is kind of a plains to the south for the most part, and towards the west there's kind of a hillish area as it leads to mountainous terrains. And further on to the west there is the Valkyr Kingdom, Valkyr Empire in some sense, because they're not entirely an empire anymore, but they are kind of recovering. And that's after a few wars that have happened. In the south, there's a lot of orcish wars going on, and lately there have been a lot of rumors about the war, as well as a lot of organizations of orcs raiding Darkvale and the other humanoid kingdoms. As it starts, it is currently about midday, maybe a little bit earlier in the morning, probably around 11 at most, though you can't really tell time.
And we're drinking at 11 in the morning.
We're
We
just
could be
hanging out at a
eating
bar. Who says
breakfast
we're
or
drinking?
lunch. Jeez.
Yeah, they do sell more than just alcohol, though. You can see there's a couple of people like these. Yeah, they're kind of drinkers. They drink all the time. But most people are just enjoying a meal, talking, and it's kind of a local get-together. Earlier, boy, what?
Yeah.
They probably will have coffee.
But this coffee is not nearly as good as the stuff I get in my home country.
Probably not, because coffee is primarily grown in the Ashen Plains. So
This is like mud. I'm drinking gravelly mud, and it is disgusting.
well, the thing is, coffee's really only known to the coastal, like the southern coastal regions of the Ashen Plains. It doesn't really grow almost anywhere else on the continent. So it's actually really rare to get coffee in some areas, especially further east. But where we're at currently, it would be actually accessible.
Well,
And
what's going on?
earlier yesterday, a man, or a quote-unquote man, kind of scaly, came into town and has been at the bar the past couple hours, he's been just looking around. He's currently has a hood over his head, but you can definitely see that he's way too bulky to be that bulky. Obviously, he's wearing armor or something underneath his cloak.
I have a cloak on.
And-
No one will know who I am. He's true.
And
Oh well, my guy can't stand that. So
Tell your
Marhaban.
secrets.
what
Marhaban
is it,
Gurai,
stranger?
tell me about yourself.
I'm traveling.
Yes, we are all traveling here. And I kind of like motion around to all the people, except for that guy. He stays here all the time. Yes. Yes, hello.
Furiously scribbling at like parchment with a coffee half spilled.
Yes, so what brings you to this backwards small town inn?
I'm seeking information and
Oh,
a few
information
artifacts.
and artifacts. Interesting. Now, tell me more. I'm very interested.
And why should I tell you?
Oh, because this is my trade. I could help you. I find information, I bring it to other people, and I make the knowledge free to anybody who wishes to know.
Hmm.
And you know, I'm just kind of like glides nearby, but just like arms folded.
Well, as you're talking, you hear the door to the tavern open, kind of roughly. It kind of slams against the wall. It's this door,
Oh, I was gonna say, where's the door again? Okay, there it is. I see it.
and in steps a guard, followed by another 2 guards.
Oh god.
Still just looking at my page.
And finally, in comes a guard who's obviously wrapped in kind of a. He has a red shawl on him.
That guy
And-
was different. Sorry.
Well, it shows the mark of the Dark Veil. It's not really a militia, nor is it a military. It's more like a. It's not even mercenaries. It's primarily just like the local guard in a nearby town, and it's a town further to the east. No, the west.
Dark Vale's to the west of you.
Well, Dark Veil is you're currently in Dark Veil, but
Okay,
it's a
and
town to the west.
So I know this guy. What's his name?
The guard.
Yeah, the guard captain.
You probably wouldn't know him because he's on a kind of a local outpost. He's not actually directly stationed there, but he's wearing the military uniform of a guard from that town.
All right. So who would be like an important guard from that town that I could reference?
You'd probably be like Castor would be like the guard captain, and then you'd probably have this. Probably one of the second in command would be Vito. Vito.
Caster?
It's Vito or Vito, and that
what's-
would be
what's-
kind of like
What's Vito's rank?
he's like a you would call him kind of like lieutenant or something like that. It'd be kind of a second in command, but not actually in command, as he's mostly just paperwork at that point.
Now, do these people seem to be like what do they seem to be doing?
Well, they're just forcefully entering the tavern at once, and they're about to talk. The main guard says, "Congratulations, everyone here. You're being conscripted."
We got-
And you just hear the grumbles of a lot of people around, as unfortunately Darkville has a conscription of local populace. They
Even
can basically
travelers.
even travelers
No, I think
Move.
in Darkvale Code Section 5-2 that actually foreign peoples are excluded from the draft. Excuse me, sir.
Roll a bluff.
No, I think the knowledge local. Oh yes, I know about that. Excuse me, sir. What is his rank?
He's probably gonna be like a upper sergeant, you can think of him as like a master sergeant.
Hey, excuse me, Master Sergeant. May I have a word, please?
What is it? He just
Some-
literally just glares at you.
Salam to you, my friend. You may call me Basuda Masik Aftakahim Alian.
You're gonna piss him off.
And I bow.
He like reaches up and like clenches the bridge of his nose. He's like, shorten it to something I can speak.
Yes, you may call me Basud. Just call me Basud. That's what my friends call me, and you are now my friend. Thank you. Now, tell
Okay,
me, why are you
Basud.
conscripting these fine people here?
Because we're currently under the order of the prince to collect conscripts.
Oh, the prince is collecting conscripts for the war against the people in the southwest. Yes.
Yes, we're
Well,
on a
my-
campaign.
Yes, my friend. You must know Captain Castor. He's a good friend of mine, and I believe he's your superior officer. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I think that he might have some words to say that myself and my friends here, and I kind of point to the two people at the bar, are not
just wait.
ready to be conscripted into this particular thing.
Well, as it stands, you're all conscripted at this time. You can talk to the to Castor about it when we get there.
Oh, I'm sure Castor will have some words for you when I talk to him.
Yes, well, we're going to the town, so. By the way, we're going to Blackgate, as that is where their uniform is from.
Oh, Blackgate. Okay, well, I'm assuming the provisions will be provided because I did not bring very many traveling equipment.
Food will be paid for. We have carts.
Ooh, free food and free ride.
And
Yes.
I'm sorry, Master Sergeant. I didn't catch your name.
You could just call me Al.
Ow.
And he just smiles at you, like with a grin.
Master Sergeant Al, I think this is the blossoming of a very good and fortuitous friendship.
Oh, good. Now get in the cart. Yeah, he has a very condescending, aggressive grit to his voice. He's obviously not happy with a lot of things, but he does seem to be under orders. And I don't think he's liking his current position either. Guard steps out. You see a couple people get up. They're kind of filing. And they are grumbling very heavily. They're not happy about what's happening.
Can I use my diplomacy roll to kind of calm people down?
You can.
Well, it was 21.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
I say, my good people, this too will pass. This is not a bad thing. You will all survive this, I promise.
A couple of them brighten up a bit. Still, a couple of them are grumbling. A couple of them are a bit more aggressive, especially these two, who obviously don't. They look like they're not on the right side of the law, and they definitely look like they're looking for a way out.
Um,
I'm about to.
These guys, they better be careful, man. They're gonna wake up in a cart as they try to cross the border. You got caught by the guards. That's how Skyrim started, bro.
Yeah, I don't have the cards here, but that's just because I'm not using this for. I want to reuse this tavern at one point, but I hate having to switch tools like that. I keep trying to drag with a reveal tool.
You want me to draw you a box? Box. Bam. Cart.
Well, there's going to be more than one cart. There's
Oh,
multiple
never mind.
carts in this area. They're just lining this road, and they're going to be
Okay.
heading. You know that this road heads a bit up, or no, a bit down before it actually curves back around. As this area is kind of out of the way, but it's still like the closest town, or the closest village between the two towns that has at least easy passage.
Okay. I want to look and see who's walking, like, as people are walking by. I want to see who looks like they have the most money.
Probably this guy, as he looks like he's a local merchant.
Okay.
I-
As he starts to walk by,
Moment.
I'm just gonna walk like really close to him, kind of like behind him. And at an opportune moment, you can tell me, and I'll roll sleight of hand, see if I can steal some gold.
So what'd you say, Maga?
I am still scribbling away, sitting down.
The guard comes in, just looking around, and he sees you. He says, "Hey, you're being conscripted." He just
Should have stayed home, dude.
starts walking towards you, and he slams his hand on the table. Are
Is
you
it hard
listening
enough?
to
Is
me?
it hard enough to shake the coffee?
A bit. It doesn't spill the coffee, but because the table's pretty sturdy, but it does shake it.
As he slams his hand down, my immediate thought is to grab the coffee, and I'm gonna try to grab it, but I hit it
Oh.
like all over every single page. And I'm just like looking around at this point as what I've just been reading and has been covered in coffee.
You can whine about your paper later. You're being conscripted.
What about the barman?
The barman's basically closing up shop.
Good.
I
I didn't
thought
want to
had
go
a-
if he had to stay.
I thought I had an exemption from.
How about your exemption is death? He's just like condescendingly.
And
He's not. You can't really see him as his face is covered by a helmet, but you can obviously see that he's glaring at you.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket where the exemption was that got filled with coffee. Completely useless.
If you got an exemption, you could talk to someone at the city.
I gathered my papers at least.
You got about 20-30 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to dry off
And
as much as I can.
he just like walks out. He continues walking and making sure everyone's filing out. The people
Okay.
start getting into the carts.
As that guy, the rich guy, as he's walking past me, I'm just yoinking some gold.
As you're like trying to, in fact, actually, I should probably. How should I roll that one? 'Cause that might be a bit. Hold on. Because like, what would you use? Would that just be like a counter sleight of hand?
Oh, for the dude?
Probably like a perception.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
perception. That's
probably
what that would
perception.
be. Okay. 'Cause I'm thinking it's like, what would that be? For some reason.
Would it be against his passive though?
Probably.
Yeah, it'd be like just a standard perception, just like not focus. He'd probably have a mischance because he's being distracted. So you'd pretty much have a +2 to whatever that is. So it's 17. That's actually still pretty good though.
Yeah, not too bad. Could be better.
He doesn't notice anything.
Yes. How much gold do I get?
Okay. You got 10 and 3. You have 3 follows and 10 Numas, which is basically equivalent to about because I can actually just quickly rule that one up. So you get about 130 trade units if you just go for that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like going by the coins because it's easier because it's just easier for me.
Yeah, no, it's alright. I'll figure it out later. I'll just write it down as a note.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get that. I've written most of the just standard trade units for everyone that just wants to have it in the copper piece variant.
Okay, yeah,
And that's primarily for Connor because I know he likes to just have quick trade units worth.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I switched all my stuff to trade units. So it's basically like trade units are copper, right?
Yeah, but trade units is just copper pieces or equivalent to at least. And this is one of the things is it's easier to have it all as coppers if you want.
Yeah, that's what I have right now.
As my character sits down, he's gonna pull a candy. Start eating.
Matsuda's gonna make sure that these ruffians don't start any trouble.
Yeah,
Celia is out of the house, minding her own business.
as everyone's getting out.
At this
Yeah,
point,
people
I'm
just getting on the
suit.
carts. One of the ruffians gets, one of the thug guys gets into the cart.
Oh.
The other one's looking like he's about to run.
I would not do that, my friend. That is probably a very bad idea.
Make a what is it? Make a diplomat. Yeah, I'll go with the diplomacy. He's just like,
baby.
Fine. And
Wow.
he gets into the cart.
I do not want to see you dead before your time, my friend. Asadiki.
And you could definitely tell that these guards, they're at least half of them are relatively big veterans. So obviously they're used to fighting. He looks like he's been a veteran for a while. He's probably gone through a couple wars, and they're not the strongest soldiers. Obviously, they have experience in actual combat.
What's it called? As we're walking this way, I'm gonna tag on Basud's like coat, whatever, and be like, "Oh, come on, bossy. You should have let him. Run. If he ran and the guards chased after him, we could have ran the other way."
I turned to Marcel and said, Marcel, just think. The more people we bring with us, the more people will stand in front of us when battle comes.
But if we don't have to go to battle, I don't want to go to battle.
I think you are smarter than that, Marcel. We would not make it out of here alive.
That might be true.
Okay, well, I'm gonna skip a bit ahead right now. People have been loaded up in the carts. We're going to switch over to the next map.
My hood is down.
There's still 5 guys, bastards.
Yeah, they're all getting loaded up. I'm gonna have to like spawn each one of these guys too. It's gonna be fine.
Can't you just copy and paste them?
Can't you just-
Like select all
Yeah, I
of
was
them?
gonna say,
Yeah.
you just.
Oh yeah, I guess I can. That's true.
To make it way
Is anyone
easier.
gonna sit next to me
Yeah.
in the cart?
No.
Yeah,
You're in a
Because I
car
don't
by
know who
yourself.
you are.
Never mind.
I'm gonna leave
We're all
all
sitting next to
of
you.
your characters for now. Like to I might just bring them over to one cart, and then you could just get them over to that. So have everyone's I'm probably just
Yeah,
gonna have everyone over here. That way, it's easier to like quickly take them all in one. Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
just
stop
sitting in
moving,
the cart.
because it keeps
I'm
it
just
keeps
sitting in
breaking the.
the wooden cart, just
sorry.
eating at like what looks like a taffy like candy. Red.
Oh, what is
I'm
that,
going to-
little man? That looks
So-
delectable.
Sorry, it's of my own creation actually.
Ah, you
What
are
one?
a confectioner.
Oh, sorry.
You are a confectioner, the person who makes confections, yes?
No. Yeah, maybe. I make things. I really don't give them I don't have a title. Also, when you look at my character, since my hood's down, you just see that kind of the plague doctor mask that's on my face. However, you see on like my
I'm
forehead.
gonna move you guys back here for a
No
second.
worries. Protrudes two horns that go up and around my skull that kind of lift off the back of my head, poke back. One is full and the other one's broken at the second bend.
And I know you are a tiefling, obviously. Judging by my knowledge, 27 of planes.
Yeah, that's a pretty dead giveaway when you have an immediate knowledge of everything in the on the face of the planet.
How rude of me. Do you want one?
Why, yes, I would love to try your candies.
I go through one of my compartments and pull out
What?
the similar.
When he hands one out, I'm gonna snag it from his hand. Yeah, before Basud.
Sleight of hand.
Flat hand. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I keep getting 15s.
What would I do?
Better.
Dexterity.
Yes.
Very nice.
It disappears from your hand as you're like, handing it out.
Thanks, man.
Wouldn't that have
Appreciate
to
it.
be
Oh, yeah,
Basid
I
have to
have
roll
one.
one too to see if he gets it before he takes it?
It's fine. It's fine. Well, here's another one.
Marcel,
and-
that looks very rude of you.
Oh, come on, Bossy. Don't worry about it. He's handing them out anyways. Look at him. He has plenty to go around.
Yes, I'm sure it does.
if you take a bite into it, have you guys ever had Mexican candy at all?
I
Oh,
have.
Yep.
It's like the spicy kind of taffy strips, spicy sweet
Okay.
taffy strip. It's
What-
very
what-
similar,
what's-
salty and
With spicy. Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask Lord if spicy food was relevant or like popular in this area.
Probably not necessarily.
It would be kind of uncommon because that's primarily an Ashen Plain thing, but there are still peppers and stuff like that that exist in the area. So you have at least that. Plus, there's peppercorn still. So there is like some spices, but it's not as like prevalent here.
Okay.
Well,
so, yeah,
friend, this tastes very delicious.
Yeah, I toss it in my mouth. I'm like,
Yeah.
What do you put into this?
That would not be a smart idea. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It was a
I told you
trap.
it's an acquired taste. Yeah, it's pretty hard. Here. I reach into one of my pockets and I give you a little thing of
Just a little what is it?
flask.
Water skin of water. Is it
I'm
flask
kinda
or is it water skin?
It's a flat.
I lean over to Sevilla. He's not used to the cuisine
Oh.
of our home country.
Oops, I clicked the wrong. Whatever, it's fine.
I'm gonna chug like
You okay?
a fourth of it.
Okay. And I'm sorry. I do. But like I said earlier, I make a lot of interesting things. A lot of the.
Thanks, Horny. I appreciate it. You know what? That was after all the spice. It was pretty good. You know. And I hand him back his flask.
I appreciate it. It's really salty. I personally like the taste. As you see, he's like slowly but steadily chewing on like small bits of the edge, constantly drawing it out.
So can everyone see the next one?
Yes.
At least a little bit of a
Good.
square.
Yeah, the two
Yeah.
boxes.
Yeah, well, yeah, I have to reveal a little bit more for you.
Right.
And as the cart's going along, you just notice Basud kind of contemplatively staring at the birds as they fly overhead.
Yeah, you just feel a lot of bumping because it's obviously gravel and dirt roads, and currently you're on a path that's kind of like half gravel, half dirt at this point. It's been driven on frequently, and you're going by a forested area as you're heading towards the turn to go to the, I guess, the main thoroughfare to get to a town in the west, but it's going to take probably about half a day's journey.
Half a day's journey.
Yes,
It's just to let's just as a say for you, my hood is full right now. If you catch my drift.
No, I don't.
No, I'm
No.
speaking directly to Lord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, and speaking to that note, when we walked out of the building, I did put my hood on just because sun sensitivity and stuff. So
Yeah. But yeah, as you, it's only been about an hour, so you're about to arrive at the bend to go south, and
Attacked.
yep, you hear the neighing of horses, some large thuds, and a crash. We're
And
going
just
to
like-
be.
Like a moment before combat starts, like Basud's like, "Well, what about to be attacked?"
Yeah, pretty much.
He has a class feature where he can see danger coming, but he can never prevent it.
I see.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I forgot that you have that like very specific thing. But the captain guy, the guy who has the red shawl thing, says, "What's going on?" And he shouts outside, "Enemy raid!"
Is it like one of the colonial over the top ape thing, or is it an open?
It's basically kind of colonial. It has, it's actually more of a box. It has wooden walls on the sides with kind of a tarp that's just kind of slung over the top with a few little rafter parts.
We should be thankful that it's not summertime. It would be very hot in here.
oh, you just have to get used to this temperature here. Like, look at
Yeah.
me, I'm not hot at all.
That is because it is probably fall. Like,
Yes, actually, I think we're currently starting in like, it's towards the later summer months, so you're probably going to be a bit cooling off, but it's still probably pretty hot in certain areas. It's probably a bit cool. It is cooler in this area simply for the fact that there is so much cover from the sun. And there's actually quite a few creeks and stuff like that are around here. So this area is actually pretty cool overall. It's got a nice, cool breeze. But yes, there's a huge thud that occurs, and the wagons come to just an immediate halt. You hear the neighing of horses and roars outside.
before we step outside, I touch. Who's the strongest looking dude out of our group?
Spirit.
Spirit.
Spirit looks like a tanky person.
Looks like a badass, basically.
Yeah.
He's very bulky, and his cloak is he basically looks like a really heavy set dude, but you're thinking like Ornstein with what he's like got under the cloak.
So I put a hand on Spirit's shoulder and be like, Salam, Sadiki. May the fates smile upon you. And I cast Fate Revealed. So for the
And-
next minute, he gets +1 on any d20 roll, and then he can discharge the spell and gain a +4 on one roll.
Okay.
There you go. There's that spell.
Well, as you come to a stop, this guard hops out, and the curtain kind of closes back behind him, and the guard captain or guard leader hops out too.
Hey, Master Sergeant Al, perhaps you should not leave us in here by ourselves.
No, let him die.
A moment later, a huge spear impales through the side of the cart, and there's now just an embedded, crude, what looks like a ballista bolt is currently sticking out of the wall here.
There are guns.
Whoa,
That's to the
shit.
other side.
If I was like 2 feet to my left, I would have died.
Man, if you hit Malachar, McIntyre would have had some PTSD.
Right?
Just remembering what happened to this guy.
So, what do you do?
Oh, well, first off, I jump the fuck up, like in the air from my ass.
So
Back on my
it
ass.
looks like a game. So it entered from down here, right?
Yes, it entered from down there.
Does it look like
Okay,
it
well
has
I'm gonna
bullets?
go
It's
this
kind of-
way and then climb out of the cart to get to the other side.
You're
where
gonna
the
climb up
fighting's at.
6 feet to climb
6
over.
feet?
Yeah, climb up through that, and then you have to basically cut through the top tarp section, and then get out. It's an oiled
Oh.
cloth.
Ugh.
Does
If
the tip
anybody
look
else
like it
wants
has
to go
blood on it?
first, I'm gonna run out and go around the cart.
You see Basood make some hand movements to
just move quick to get away.
Okay, so what you see is over here. You see this basically, just a really open area.
I'm just laying down.
Yep, and that's how the next crossbow bolt gets you.
And
Right.
you see this. They haven't done much. But from the Southern Guard, you hear War Troll!
Yep, definitely not fucking with that.
I am a little bit distracted right now.
No, it's your turn.
Inam steps out with her and draws her very large sword.
I'm currently crouching next to Malachar.
Yeah. So you can see like this area. It's not really much. All the way down there, you see like basically nothing.
Step past the cart, man.
You hear crash, and you hear fighting off in the distance.
Which
Hey,
way
Horny,
is it coming
looks
from?
like-
It's coming
Let's
from
leave
the
this again now.
south.
We should go too.
Oh, okay, it's just straight
Okay.
south.
Let's start moving.
Inam, now that you can see, you see roughly about this area, about here. You see this. Yeah, just keep doing this. You see kind of just this area. And you hear harrying fire from this hitting this guard. A few just small arrows, because it's from a hobgoblin archer. Or a goblin archer.
Question: was there a goblin on the other side? On
You just hear it screaming on the other side, wiggling.
You hear him screaming, "No! How did Idrex get here?"
backstory.
Uh,
Anyways, sorry, continue.
Anyone else gonna take any movements?
I am shuffling.
He basically Spirit just hops down and just starts kind of getting a defensive stance. His weapon is drawn, and obviously his wings kind of flip up, throwing off his cloak. And he's basically just wielding a katana, I believe.
And we're in Darkvale, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Let me
am.
just look it up again.
I am.
I'm just making sure that
I
he's
am
wielding
on the
katana.
ground in the wagon, footballing my hood.
Master Sergeant Al, I think we are under attack. Perhaps you should
You
rally
hear
the troops.
I'm gonna run past this guy and come right here. And
he
then,
literally steps out here and just steps right there for just a second. Looks at and surveys the battlefield, and he says, "We need to move." And he just starts moving back, and he just starts running.
yeah.
What a smart
This-
man.
This
Yeah, but
guard
soon-
moves past you and just starts running.
Basad, let's get going. And I just start taking off after them.
Spirit
Yes.
steps literally just right here and looks over, and I'm just gonna reveal the medal. Hold on, I can even move that.
I'm gonna yell at the spirit. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, scaly guy, yeah, you go handle all of them. We're just gonna be over here."
Oh my.
And then I'm gonna start
Oh,
moving
no.
this way.
This person is impaled to the cart over here. These people are fleeing and running into the forest. This is a war troll. This war troll cuts this guy in half
Oh, fuck.
through his plate armor.
I step up the spirit. Perhaps the fates would have us leave today, right?
Yeah, you don't have to tell me
Ozzy,
twice.
Bossy, don't worry about it.
He
can handle him, trust
Spirit
me.
literally just lifts up the tarp and says to Malakar, "If you stay here, you're gonna die." He just closes it and just starts running, but trying to avoid any arrow fire. This guy.
Yeah,
I'm trying
we all duck. Please?
The guards here are fighting, but obviously this is a one-sided fight, and obviously you have the big guy here who is just thudding through the area, coming to crash into people. And since everyone's fleeing, no one else sees what's going on beyond here.
That's
Totally fine by me.
And
Yep.
everyone here, you start going toward. Are you heading towards the north, northeast, or anything like that? Where are you heading?
Well, we were heading west, so I'm heading kind of northwest, actually.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm following.
Following the group.
And just in case, Marcel, I might betray you.
Trip him so that he gets killed.
And he, Spirit is
warning.
currently just following Basud, because Basud was like the only one who talked to him, so he's like, okay, I'm following you. This
And-
guard is just a bit forward in front of you, kind of just running. This other guard is following up from behind. As you're running, a orc with very dark, almost obsidian skin starts running after
Brothers.
you.
Is okay. Question: Can I perform a trip action even if I don't have like the skill?
You don't need a skill. You
It'll just be your
Okay.
CMD versus CMB, or
Yeah.
your CB versus CMD.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to trip this guard. Here's my CMD.
Cold blooded.
Wait, is it CMD or CMB? Right, CMB. Fuck.
See, good thing.
I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall and die.
So you.
Oh
fall.
my god, because
Go ahead. See ya, bud.
So
You don't belong
Oh,
here.
the
It's
guard
fine.
stays standing as you trip yourself. Good job.
he runs past you. As you try to trip him, he literally just steps on your foot, grabs you by the head, and throws you to the ground.
Oh god.
He does like a Heisman thing as he's
Yeah.
running by. That
Just
sounds
stiff
like-
arms
You-
the shit
Yeah.
out
You were
of
just like knocked over here as everyone else is running. You're just completely prone as this orc is charging you. And this orc looks monstrous. Now,
I'm-
backstory.
I'm gonna shout at Spirit. Spirit, could you save that little the little thing with really pale skin? Can you pick him up, please?
As Spirit's
Don't do
going
it, Spirit.
by, the guard's passing. Spirit just reaches down and tries to grab him.
Ooh, let's see.
Uh, ugh.
Come
Is it-
on,
I'm-
one.
Should I go for a dexterity or a strength? I'm
It'd most
guessing.
likely be strength, right? To grab him and pull
Yeah.
him up.
Probably. I'll be right back.
Please fail. This would be the greatest first death of the game.
Oh, that's a really low roll.
I'm pretty light. I mean, I
How
shouldn't.
much
I
is-
shouldn't be more than like 116, 120 pounds.
Ugh.
Oh,
So,
remember,
That's like
an 8's average.
Yeah, that's like still like a roll of 15 to kind of like throw someone over your shoulder.
Or
So he
Come
might
up from the ground and keep running.
How about?
yeah, what
how
he
about,
might
how about
do
he
is
pulls
he might
me
grab
and,
like,
I
he
don't
might grab you by the
fall all
arm
way?
and just kind of pull you halfway up.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
He doesn't like lift you up. He just kind of like pulls you halfway up, and just kind of is dragging you by your hand in some sense.
Can I try like acrobatics and see if I can like recover from the fall and like
Yeah,
regain
actually,
balance?
that would be fine to try that.
Yes. Let's go.
Okay, you recover yourself as you're pulled up,
Yeah, there you go.
So. who's
and
directly
Spirit literally
behind
just
me?
says, "Don't do that again."
So if this guard's still here, I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna do a quick little turn of my hand and cast color spray and shoot him in the face with colors to, blind him. And
Oh my
I don't
God.
belong in this group.
I
I'm
need-
leaving after
Going to
this.
kill you.
My
just like,
character is gone. I'm sorry, guys.
there's a giant army. If I have something stand out here to die in between, I think I'm fine. So,
Okay.
so you guys make a DC 14 will save.
What's the level requirement? Is there like any level resistances or?
And John, you'd have to be within 15 feet of him.
Oh,
So I'm right next
he's
to
like
him.
right
He's
next
right
to him.
here.
Shooting
He's
him.
literally right next to him.
I'll
Oh,
just turn
I'm being
and blast him as
stupid.
I'm running, just like
Hmm.
the only person that might see
No
it
fucking-
would be Spirit and Marcel and the orc. You guys are running the other direction. You don't want to really see
I'm
me just
literally
do a quick turn
right next to
and
you.
blast.
But
Yeah, but see,
You're
this
running
is also, like,
northwest.
you see
Yeah.
this orc with two axes running at, at your
See,
group.
you're running like that way.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
running that
wrong.
way.
I've looked
And I just
behind
turn
me.
and blast.
I heard him. I heard him fall. I saw both
So
of
you're
this.
No, you're
You
looking
did- you
this
saw
way.
this.
You're looking over here. I'm blasting over here, man. You're looking over your left. I'm over your right.
Magic
I'm good.
emanates.
You don't see it.
It's a mission.
I was trying to do freeze bolt on the orc.
Perception.
don't
Adam,
know.
So basically,
perception.
does this mean that if he's higher than 2 hit dice, he's basically immune to it?
Vivid cone springs forth from your hand. He needs to make
No,
each
because
creature
they're
with one
four,
the
they're
cone
blinded and
is
stunned.
affected according to its HD. 2 HD or less. The creature is unconscious, blinded, and then stunned for one. Where is the next one?
If you scroll down,
3 or 4 HD.
Yeah,
The creature
4.
is blind, stunned for 1d4 rounds.
5 or more, the creature's stunned for 1 round. Sightless creatures are not
If they
affected.
can't, yeah, they have to make a DC 14 will save.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
if he makes it, and you just tell me what.
Oh, yeah, he makes it.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
So you spray him in the face. He turns around. Oh, he doesn't turn around. He just like kind of like gets sprayed in the face, and then he draws his blade and tries to stab you.
Oh god.
Oh, that's why are you attacking the guards?
I needed something to stay behind to face the orc. He's the coward. If anything, he's the bad guy. He's not doing his guardly duty. He's the bad guy here.
He's abandoning.
Yeah.
You know, I really wanted to play this character. I really wanted to.
Okay. What's your AC?
Oh, just 12.
Okay, yeah, he hits you.
Sweet.
Okay. Ugh. Look,
So
it's-
he succeeded his will save?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Or not.
You take 6 damage, cutting.
Sweet.
And now he's obviously extremely angry at you. Because twice has he been almost murdered by these people. So,
Okay.
Running away.
yeah.
And what's his speed with his armor?
He has 20.
Okay, good. So then I'm just gonna run a little faster and do my next thing. Vanish. Fuck off.
Are you gonna leave his attack of
gonna say.
opportunity?
Okay, so I disengage 5 feet
Yeah.
and vanish. Fuck you.
Okay. You vanish. Everyone else is basically leaving you at this point, I'm guessing.
That's
Yeah, we're
fine. I'll
all-
catch up
What
to
is my
them.
knowledge-
This
We're all
orc
going for it.
catches up to this guard, leaps
Perfect.
on his back, and cuts his head off.
Oh shit.
And I keep running.
we're all just dipping
While
out
I'm
of it.
invisible. While I'm invisible, I'm just behind everyone. And this is how I won that encounter.
I am running. Not with the group. I'm running away. From everyone.
Oh god. Okay. As you are running, you eventually start stumbling onto a path. This orc has given up the chase as he's basically returned back to fighting the rest of the people. There's still, you could see some people running through the trees. You don't know if they're being followed, but do you just keep running or what?
Oh, and then I reappear right behind them. Because, I go uninvisible after a few rounds.
Celia,
Hey,
that
guys.
was not the most good tactical decision.
I saw Marcel try it. I figured he might try to kill Marcel, so I had to help Marcel.
I go up to Celia. and
I think
whisper,
you
like,
basically
"Hey,
just
good job."
brutalized Marcel enough that he was either not caring or he just wanted to keep fleeing, and then he got sprayed in the face, so he just stopped to kill the threat that was obviously trying to kill him.
Thanks, Basad.
Traitor!
You're my hero.
Yeah, I heal you 5.
That's I almost died.
Okay,
If he hit me with 7, I would have died.
you burst through.
Oh, you'd have been down, right?
You burst through the brush. That is obviously there's been a trail. Something's been going through this area frequently, and you don't know what. But obviously, the bushes have been cut and parted, so it's obviously something that can use tools.
Question.
Yes.
Because of who I am, you say 30 minutes out of town, right?
You're about an hour out of town.
Oh, days. My question is, would I frequently be around here? Or near here? Would I know my way back to town?
If you're going through the woods, it'd probably be a little bit harder because this path goes a little bit north and then south. So
'Cause-
basically, everything beyond, everything to the west is like forest.
Okay, John, where's your random table, bro?
but as like,
What do you
'cause
want?
Because of
Does he make
how
it back?
my character is, like
100,
how
let's go.
I'm very naturey in kind of ways, I guess. I don't know, but I able to make my way back to the without the path. Just was it?
It would be difficult. You'd have to roll a survival, and
Could I actually use my partner for help me?
you can, but your partner would have to get a bit higher,
Yeah,
and that would risk potentially arrow fire if you were.
I'm like,
doing-
well, because the thing is, I'm trying to get away from this area right here. I'm going away from the party. I'm trying to get to a calm area, and I'm finding my way back to the town.
Okay, you can roll. You can roll for your
I'll be
friends.
right back.
Survival.
I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Keep in
I have a
mind,
funny
like-
way. I'm
Continue.
I have a funny way of how I'm gonna get that to be fun. That's gonna be funny. But yes,
Probably.
go continue talking.
I mean, that's it. I'm done. I'm not with the group.
Well, you start running around in circles, trying to find your way back to the road, back to town, and you burst back onto the path that the rest of the party is. They're just a bit further down, and they can obviously see you because it's a straight line, and you could see them.
I'm running.
Anyone want to stop him? No one
Well,
care?
He's kind of far away, isn't he?
He's about 60 feet.
Oh, I call out to him like, "Hey, my friend
Just-
with the infernal blood."
What I miss?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just talking right now.
Oh, my diplomacy was not very good.
New Spirit literally calls out, "Keep up!
Do not get
Try not to
strayed
get
far."
lost."
He's still going.
Nope. So you're gonna flee.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you gonna flee down the path?
I'm fleeing away from combat and away from them, diagonally.
Are you gonna be fleeing down the path, or are you gonna just like run back into the bushes where you're
I'm
obviously
just going
lost?
wherever I know is probably safe. Doesn't matter if it's down the path or not.
Okay. That's gonna be fun. Well, the remaining people, including the not this guard, because this guard's obviously very much dead.
Yay! I helped.
Yeah.
This guard, however, has
If you
been
click on it, you can
somewhat
put-
sticking with you.
X's.
And that's Master
Yeah.
Sergeant Al, right?
Just for feature.
Oh yeah, this guy very much dead.
There we go.
I could just do that too, but
Yeah. Either way works. I was just pointing it out so you don't have to say he's dead.
yeah, I already know. I already know I can do that. Oh, by the way, this one definitely dead, impaled to
Yeah.
the cart.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm just gonna use this because I don't have the map for what I was originally gonna do. But since he's fleeing off, that's gonna be fun.
I'll stay within. Look, how long? Oh, I'm gonna
Okay,
stay
it's
in
gonna-
the shrubbery at least.
Yeah, you're gonna be
120
a
feet
bit
back.
far. You're gonna be a bit far away, but it's about 6 hours at least to get back to town if you can find your way.
Okay, so this is basically what I'm doing now. I will be
Let's move everyone here. Literally, just let's move everyone here for right now, so I can actually
So
like
we-
have
yeah.
some some room. I'm actually gonna quickly like reveal everything here right now. That way, it's a little bit easier for people to not get lost of what this is. Yeah, you're in the numbers. And yeah, I eventually figured out how to not get that coordinate stuff there because that is just annoying.
Useful sometimes, but annoying others.
Oh yes, and yeah, you weren't gonna win with that. That.
I'm going to fall. I guess like kind of follow them, but like far back, like over. And stealth.
I was gonna be like, oh, like right here. From me. Joke.
Okay, you currently have a path that goes either direction. You can continue going through the brush, but that would be just you barreling through brush. Do you want to go through paths, or do you want to go through the brush?
I say
For us, at the brush, we go out of the brush to the path and go on a path so we can move faster.
You can go through the brush. The path goes to the northwest, and going a bit to the it curves a bit down, going south.
Wait, you said there's two paths, right? Or like a
Well, we
split?
want to go northwest for sure. So
Okay,
Go
so you're
far
gonna go to the
northwest.
northwest area.
Yeah.
As you follow along the northwest, the distant sounds of battle starts dying down. The screams start becoming very quiet and very atmospheric to like birds. It's giving way to birds now. The path does lead up to the hills, and it's starting to get more into like crag areas.
Does this
Yeah.
guard have his hood on? I mean his helmet?
Yes, he put his helmet on when the fighting
battle.
started.
Okay.
Just like, yeah, he had it resting on his lap, and then when he heard the fights, he
just slapped
he
on.
shouted what was happening, and he put his helmet on.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
Master Sergeant, I think we can slow down now.
or we
At
could
this
find a
point-
place to hide.
At this point, the only thing we could do is to meet up with the prince's army.
And do you know
They're,
which direction that is from?
they're toward the northwest. We should just keep following the path.
Does the prince have giant trolls?
He's got siege ballistas, siege golems. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna go up to him and like look at him, inspect him, and be like, "Hey, you feeling alright? Did you get hurt back there? I mean, sure you're okay." Just being the nice guy right now, trying to like.
I'm fine, no thanks to you. He kind of glares at you, and he glares at Cilia.
Yeah, did you see what your friend tried to do to us back there? He tried to get us killed. I think out of his mind, he just froze in fear.
He tried to cut us down so we would fall behind and get killed by the orc.
I
What a
think we should
jerk.
have a watch, yeah.
I'll do the
We'll
blood.
investigate this further later. We need to regroup. He continues on to the path, and he's kind of angry, but also just kind of happy that he's not being brutally murdered like everything else back there.
Well, that makes sense.
As you get further and further up the hills, the hill area, there's a break in the area, and you see a partial valley in the distance. I keep checking to see if Golem's on, but apparently he's not.
I'll let you know if he is.
Yeah, you just see a break through the trees, and you see a valley. It's kind of a cliffside, so it'd be kind of a risky thing to go down. But off in the distance, you see a large army moving. The army has the banners of the Prince of Darkvale, as well as a large grouping of siege golems and hundreds, thousands of soldiers moving. They're moving towards the southwest along kind of an open field area.
Whoa, Master Surgeon, I think we found your prince.
Thank the divine.
What?
Let's get down there.
I don't see it. Where? And I'm just gonna like hold my hand out like in the sailor position, like leaning forward, like looking left and right.
You can somewhat see it because it's a really open area. You're currently on a cliff area.
No, yeah, I'm lying. Yeah.
Yeah, we should get down there. We need to find a way down. He starts looking around the cliffside. There's a lot of just sheer cliffs, a lot of some areas that look like there have been a landslide. The path still continues a little bit, almost turning up north now. But
continuing on the path, does it go up? Do we see
yes,
it go up?
It
higher?
does. It does still keep going up.
Okay.
So the only way to probably get to the valley would be to go south.
Well, you know what, guard Tinhead Man? Well, if we go up, we must come down. So I say we press forward.
Okay. Basud has the visions, correct?
Yes.
You are somewhat getting a vision. Do you want to resist the vision, or do you want to just let it go?
Oh my goodness, he does not resist visions. That's not in his character.
Okay, I'm going to quickly give you a message. Or do you want me to just take you to the, what is it, the secret?
Yeah, why don't you just take me to the secret?
Okay, let's go to secret for a second.
I'll drag you there. I need to ask him.
Can't believe I failed a killer spray. Or he succeeded in not getting blinded. And you didn't see anything. You're facing the other way because he tripped over what's his face, and then I blasted him in the face.
Being real, I stayed in the wagon so long. You guys put my character there because I thought we were all fleeing. I didn't know you guys were gonna.
Oh yeah, we're all fleeing. Well, that's how we thought we were fleeing together.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well,
so that's why.
I would have been in the back. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, you probably would have been closer to the back. Well, maybe.
Oh, well then the orc would have caught you then.
I mean, I was
still running.
I was on the side, but I moved to the back next to the guard because I don't like the people, and I just I tried to trip him. So.
And then he ended up next to me, and then I blasted him in the face.
Yep. And then he stabbed you in the back, and
Well, stabbed me in the back, yeah, but yeah. That hurt. I'm alive.
Things happened. We moved on.
You know, bad decisions were made, but, you know, in the end, it was survival. If it was a bear, you would have done the same thing.
Yep.
We could have kept trying to run, and that thing could have caught us.
Yep.
And then somebody would have died. I don't want to die.
Okay.
Real quick, Connor, when your character gets like a vision, does he get like dizzy, like lightheaded, and like stuff?
In this one, he will. It's almost like he just stops for a second and just kind of like stares forward, and it's for just like a couple seconds.
If I see it, I'm gonna go put my hand on his like arm, like middle arm, and be like, "Hey, yo, bossy, you okay there?"
And Basu just opens his eyes. He goes, "I do not think we'll be okay for very long. Something is coming."
See there, Tin Man? We need to keep moving.
So,
Boss
which way do we go
wrong.
then, Basud? South.
The soldier guard, Al, literally just says, "We need to regroup. If we can get there, we can call reinforcements. We might be able to save other people. We need to."
But if Basud's vision says we're in danger and that's where we're going initially, then that means we'd be in danger when we get to that army.
Basu turns to Celia and says, "No, I do not think we'll be safe anywhere, if I am correct.
He literally just looks up at Sue. I don't care what magical visions you're having. We need to get down there, and we need to get to that army. And he just points at the army, and suddenly you hear just a kind of a light wind brushes over you, and suddenly darkness.
Oh, good. That's what I wanted.
Like an eclipse. Something above.
If it blocks out the sun is no longer bright, then I'm gonna like brush off my hood and be like, oh man, wow, it's so much better now.
What do you do?
Fly, you fools.
I want to
Run away.
perceive. I want to perceive. If it's what's it
Yeah.
called? How long does dazzle
Take a
last?
look to see what it is.
Just
You
as
know?
long as it is. Okay.
You look up into the sky, and
Fucking
you see.
Untrained.
Yeah, this is a fun one. Everyone's just like looking up.
Yep.
Hold on, I need to roll for spirit too. I don't think he's got much in perceive though. Nope.
Oh god. He doesn't see anything. He perceives nothing.
Yeah, he perceives basically nothing. Except for you just see this big black shadow. The shadow of wings. A long tail. You see a dragon above you. And not a small dragon. This is a massive black dragon that has what look like plates along the entire chest region, along the head, and let's see. John's really the only one who actually has it. It almost looks like there's reins on the dragon, but you can't perceive much else because the sun's kind of interfering.
See,
It's
I
creating
knew
a
I should have been a
halo effect,
bard.
right?
Damn it. Should have been a bard.
Yeah.
I would
All
have
right, metalhead.
shit out of it.
Looks like you're up, bud. And I just pat his back like sternly, and then like get behind him, like hide
So-
behind him.
So
It's
it
like,
does see us?
It flies over you without any care as
Cool.
it just flies past you. It's actually bigger than
Uh,
this.
Hey, guard dude. Or Master Sergeant Al. Yeah,
I'm trying
I
to
think
hide.
your
Is
prince
that-
is gonna die.
It just flies over you, and he's just like looking up at it, just staring, like wide-eyed.
I touch Master Sergeant Al on the shoulder. Master Sergeant, perhaps there's somewhere else we could go.
As it just flies past, it's heading down the valley, the army.
Master
Yes,
This
he's
is-
Sergeant,
dead.
I was at Helgen. I know about the dragon attacks.
God damn it, this is Skyrim. You bastard.
No, it's not. It's not like that yet.
so
The
who's
dragon-
Dragonborn? The actual half dragon, is he the Dragonborn?
Lovakin.
Malachar?
Okay.
Was that you? What?
Spirit looks up at the dragon, but his lips don't change. Like his expression doesn't change. He just looks at it. He doesn't seem afraid of it. It's almost
Oh.
as if he's seen this before.
Spirit, it seems you are not taken aback by the appearance of such a dragon. Can you tell me something about it?
Not at all. I've seen this thing before. Long ago.
Relative of yours?
Funny. He just looks at you with like just an unamused gaze. Stealthing. It as it flies down the valley, you could see that guards are starting to scramble. The soldiers are starting to move quickly. The siege golems are getting into position. There's people manning the ballistas on the backs of the siege golems. They're quickly trying to load them as the dragon just drifts on, just on the current. What is it? Just on the winds. As it gets just above them, it starts flapping its wings and breathing in.
Well, goodbye to those people.
So, Tin Man, I don't think we want to go down there anymore. I mean, if you want to go, I'm not going to stop you, but...
He just, like, looks down and is just like... I don't know. Okay,
I think
who is currently looking at the army?
Not me.
At the what? At the army?
Yes, who is currently looking at the dragon in the army?
I was following
I'll
the
watch.
dragon.
I'll be like, Jesus.
Okay.
My offhanded comments.
Okay, so John's obviously doing it. Spirit's looking at it. Anyone else looking at the army?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be watching. I need.
I'm looking at the dragon.
Okay. Make a fortitude save.
Or.
Wow, something I'm not good at. You
God.
Oh my god, I'm not good at it, but I'm like, yes.
They want me to die. They want me to die.
Oh,
You're gonna
that's
like
bad.
You're gonna piss yourself in fear, like, oh god.
Gonna have a heart
that's
attack
not
and
good.
die.
Oh god. But dude, I'm so happy. A 19. Hell yeah.
Okay.
But it's probably still a fail, isn't it? You bastard.
Connor?
Uh-huh.
Is Inam gonna roll?
She wasn't looking at it.
Okay. Basically, everyone but John is blinded.
Hey.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Were you looking
Oh.
at it?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah,
And yeah.
he's not looking at it, so obviously he can't be blinded by. As
I
you
can see
just,
how great this is.
yeah, you basically get to watch as this dragon breathes out this like white beam into the crowd, and then suddenly a flash of light, almost like the sun, as this wave just engulfs the entire army.
Oh yeah, I'm
And
definitely
And then you
blinded by that.
see the fireball is about the size of that army. The clouds just part, and then you see like things getting flattened in the wake of this. What do you do now?
I
Oh,
explain
jeez.
it to
Oh, God, I just saw the sun.
because I'm pretty sure he wants to know about it. Like, yeah, they're dead. They're all dead. We need to go now.
I'm already gone.
Literally, like,
Inam grabs the
grab
blinded
him.
people and leads them away.
I grab Marcel and Spirit by their clothes and start pulling them. Like, we need to go. And I try to like grab the guard and like keep pulling them.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think I rolled for spirit, did I?
No, you didn't.
No.
I keep like thinking, oh, he's just here. He's just gonna roll. No, he isn't.
What did he get?
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
find
gonna
out.
roll now. Man, that's just like annoying. I keep thinking that he's here for some reason.
If you want to give one of us access to the sheets, we can help.
Did he make it?
No, he is also
Okay.
blinded.
So yeah, I'm pulling all three. Like,
By the
trying
way,
to-
you're all
close like
blinded
this,
for like about one turn, so it's not too
I'm
bad.
probably
So, like-
blinded for an extra
so there's
turn.
6 seconds. There's
Yeah,
6 seconds.
since you're
I'm
light
just like-
sensitive, I'll double that because you are
Yeah.
light sensitive.
Already like
Yeah, so I'm
100
just-
feet down the
Your
road.
your
by the
eye,
way.
well, with your one dude, your eyes should have melted out. You should have no more eyes. Period.
Okay, I'll be blind for 4 rounds, okay?
So you pull Marcel and Spirit. So you just pull them back. How far do you pull them back?
Like I just tug on their cloaks, like on their clothes, on all three of them. The guard, Spirit, and Marcel like tug on them to pull them back away and say, "We need to get somewhere now."
I just go straight
The-
to my
the-
butt,
the
and I'm
guard-
like, I think I went to heaven.
The guard follows you. Just he can't see. He's like holding his hand over his eyes, and he's just basically following you. Basud, what happens with him? Is Anam gonna do anything?
Oh yeah, Anam is leading us. Like definitely leading me at least.
Yeah, and I'm following
Okay.
Anam with my cloak
Are
stretched
you
out
going
for
to
the three
continue
guys that grab.
more north up the path, or are you going to head back down?
We might have to head northeast.
We'll head back down just so we don't get like killed by
Yeah.
like a shockwave.
As you
Well-
as you're moving away, the blast wave sweeps across the area. It's no longer as powerful as it was directly towards the blast, so it's still knocking some branches off, and it would probably have thrown anyone who's still on the ledge backwards.
Oh yeah, we're definitely away from that. We're like, no,
But
get out of here.
since you avoided that, the shockwave, you just hear this horrendous crash. And it's almost deafening, but at this distance, it's more just like a huge rush of wind.
Oh my
And
gosh,
then-
what was that, Celia?
Silence.
That was you crapping yourself, Marcel.
As I'm hugging your waist, I'm like, oh really? Shit, I can't feel it.
And then
Get
you
your
hear
hands off me. I have no gold for you.
and then you
can't
hear
see.
wings
Starts
once again
slapping his
beating
hands off.
Sorry, keep
as
going.
the dragon
Huh?
passes once more over you.
As like the dragon starts.
Yeah, I definitely hide.
Does it look like it noticed us on its way back?
We'll make a perception.
Okay.
I'm still fuck this
Nope.
shit. So whatever Celia does, I'm following.
Yeah. As far as you know, it's just this giant shadow that is just flying past you. It doesn't look like it has really eyes to look at you, but you don't know.
Oh,
You-
great.
You almost feel like there's something staring at you, but you don't know.
It's like staring at us, but it just doesn't care enough
It's
to do
it
something.
yeah. It seems like it maybe just doesn't care about you, or it either it's like perceiving just the area. It might not be seeing you directly, but it flies over, and it flies back down the mountain towards where the fighting was occurring.
Is there another shockwave and blast?
No,
From over
everything is there. You don't hear birds. You don't hear anything. You just hear silence. It's almost deafening at this point.
Okay, well, this is not fun. Good thing we weren't, terrified and had a heart attack. Well, at least you guys that failed. Because that would have sucked, besides just dying of a heart attack right there on the spot. Oh, there goes my mission now. Well, I'm gonna head back east.
Yeah, well, it's currently that the thing is flying southeast, basically
Well-
along the path that you came from.
So let's head back down the hill and go the way and I'll ask Bossy, as Marcel likes to call him. Once we get down the hill, where should we go? Because the northwest, they're all dead.
Uh,
The south, they're dead.
yeah,
I turn to Marcel. Marcel, you're the one that's most knowledgeable about geography and such. Can you
Oh god.
can you tell us in what direction the closest city is?
Let's see. Nope, I can't. Well, actually, wait. Maybe I still would know, because I have like half my life spent here. So would I know?
You might. You might
With
know
a-
of a
si-
city,
since
but
you're
you just don't know
nomadic,
which way.
you would probably be more used to the eastern coast areas. So you're kind of far away from where you would be initially. You could probably somewhat know that where the Black Gate would be, but that's about as far as you might know, like direction wise.
Okay, dude, how far would that? How far do I think that would be?
About 2-3 days walk on foot.
In like the east direction?
Yes, well, it's in the western direction.
Okay.
You'd
Okay,
have to
so-
you'd have to go through the blasted area to get to it.
Okay. So I was like, Masood, I'm still seeing stars. I think the closest place might be this Black Gate, maybe. And if I'm not mistaken, it's where that bright light was.
Well, that's where they wanted to take us for the construction.
Well, give me-
The
give me
guard
one
starts
moment.
like clearing his eyes. He's slowly getting his vision back. Everyone's starting to get their vision back at this point.
Alright, so Bassoon closes his eyes for about 6 seconds. And then. For it.
What, a vision?
Guidance.
Not much better.
So that's plus 10. So 29.
Oh God.
Yes, you definitely have to go from where that army was coming from. It was basically coming from Blackgate.
And
So
Blackgate is the closest city.
The Blackgate is definitely the closest, like large city, and it would be in the north to northwestern area. It's more west than north, but it's still a bit more north.
Do I know of, like, from my little like focused thought, do I know of a like a quicker route from where we are to there?
You'd basically have to return to the road, as your geography tells you that basically this entire time you've been basically climbing a cliff almost, as there's very little actual area to pass through. You basically have to return towards the road if you want to, and it is starting to get towards night, as it's probably around 7-8 ish.
Oh, is it no longer bright light out?
It's starting to get dim. It's not like dusk yet, but it's starting to obviously get a bit harder to see. It's like starting to slowly get dark.
So it's trying to get easier for me to see.
Yes, it's getting easier for you to see, but harder for everyone else to see.
Right, okay. Once it
So-
gets dark enough, then I'll say that the dazzle was worn off because I was blinded, so.
Yeah.
Just putting out.
I'll ask the guard if he knew if the prince was actually leading the charge, or if that was just his army.
He puts his hand over his helmet and he just like takes off his helmet, and he says, "That banner I saw, that was the prince's escort." And he just looks at you, like almost like lost.
So you're now a mercenary for hire.
And it is just
Seeing-
like we
Seeing as
should.
you're now out of a job.
We need to
Should be
find
more sensitive
shelter.
about it, Celia. Not everybody is so fickle about their loyalties.
Well,
There could
you know,
could
if you
still
don't
be
have a prince-
pursuers. There could still be pursuers, and
Is-
we need to
is
find
there-
shelter.
Is there a second prince in line, or was that the only one?
There's 3 princes.
Okay,
2 now.
so you have a job. Good. Should we go find the other ones and let them know what happened?
We're gonna have to send a messenger. We have to get to Blackgate.
Well,
For now, we
I don't
need to
think we're
find
going to
shelter.
get there today.
And he's just like looking around, and he just like walks back up to where the cliff was. You could obviously see there's branches and stuff like that that fell towards towards where you guys were standing. And he just looks. Anyone what are you guys gonna do at this point? You can either return to the road where the orcs were fighting, or you can head up and maybe find a way down.
I say we make camp in a protected area first.
Yeah, I definitely want to stay away from the road because if that one orc thing was chasing after us and killed the guard, and we got away, it might, have scouts coming after us because, things are still alive this way.
Yeah.
I don't, because so far we're the only things alive this far, and everything past us is still dead too.
I just want some shade. My head's hurting.
Well, you're in a forested area, so there's.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the leaves are gone in certain
Just
areas
saying.
now.
Remember the dragon?
So you're heading
So
north.
you found us.
At this point, I've passed you guys. Also, I took a wide berth.
So during the quiet, would we have heard him running through the forest? Like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Oh yeah, there was no birds or anything like that. You would have had like a +4 to +8 just to hear things.
So I want to see if I possibly heard him as you did his wide berth.
Wide
Nope.
berthing, like, at the bare minimum, probably.
It sure was quiet at that time.
So,
I think I even heard Marcel's heartbeat
Have a heart?
once.
you are technically still alive.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
It's sarcasm, Marcel.
Oh, okay. I just want to be a real boy like you.
Spirit just starts heading north up the path. There's no point
Going to
standing
follow.
here.
I'm gonna go follow the bigger guy.
And the spirit looks back and says, "You coming?" The guard just like he's just looking. He's just defeated. He's just,
I just looked at Basud.
Yes. Well, might as well go in some direction. We'll find something.
so you're gonna just keep sprinting north.
So he's way
Okay.
ahead of us. Good.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Because he's gonna run into something first. Alone.
Yay!
Ah.
That's right. We're gonna find a corpse in front of us. Couple corpses,
that-
probably.
Well,
you hope a couple corpses.
I would like to rest if we could, but we do need to move on.
Well, about 10 minutes ahead. What is it? For some reason, I keep forgetting your name, Malakar.
Yeah, I'm under dragon toe.
Yeah. Sorry.
Hold on.
Whoosh.
Here you go. Hi.
Goodbye.
Oh, that's where you've been told.
He's just under the dragon casually.
Casually hanging out. What's up,
He
guys?
just-
Best place to hide.
Okay.
ran under shadow, kept up with it. Nope.
Well, it flew over me. It just like magnetically grabbed onto him and just flew away. No, but seriously, Malakar, as you run north, you run across basically this open area. There's 2 pillars. It's kind of an open area with pillars alongside an opening to the side of a cliff. The area looks like it's been cleared at one point.
So it's an
but-
opening with 2 pillars on the edge of a cliff.
Yes, there's like really not much of a place going downwards,
But
but like you maybe scale if you really wanted to.
would I know what this is? Being somewhere
It
near living.
it looks almost like a ruin, and from what you remember, uh, it's kind of an old place that people used to go to leave offerings. Huh. It could have been to gods, you don't know, but you just know that it was that people used to leave offerings at one point. It's been a very long time, however, since people have trekked all the way to this area. And you do realize that the path that you've probably been following was kind of like almost a pilgrimage path.
We're not there yet, right?
No, you're just still following up the path. He sprinted ahead quite a bit farther.
I make a wide berth.
If you want to scale a cliff, you can.
It's old.
It's kind of like a
No way around.
crag. It's almost like part of the shell of the cliff slid away during the crash. It looks fresh. It looks like there may have been a path. There was a path that went alongside of it, potentially heading more northwest, but that section slid away with the explosion.
There's no way around, like, to get.
You can potentially scale up the cliff and maybe find another path, but it's starting to get more into like mountainous terrain.
Not know. Basically, it's just.
You're basically
So
stuck
I'm
between
at the
a
top
rock
of
and a
a
hard
cliff.
place.
Right? Or I'm at the bottom.
You're at the top of a cliff,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
but there's also more mountain above hand.
Yeah. Like, there's a ravine, or it's like,
It's a cliff face.
the face.
Along the cliff face, there was kind of a path that slid away, and you can obviously see that there's still more path further away, but it's about almost 120 feet away from the end of this area. You could either go into
or start going in a.
you'll start having to go back down the path if you're going to do that.
So backtrack.
You're going to either have to backtrack, or you're going to have to go up the side of the cliff to potentially find another path around. You do know that this area is like not really heavily traveled, but it is somewhat traveled by some people, as there are mines in the area.
You mean like gold mines, right?
Metal mines. It's not specifically
yeah.
gold, as this area is mostly known for iron and lead.
Yeah, I just meant like that kind of mine, not like trip mines. Like...
Yeah, no, there's no like land mine.
Ah, the Viet Congs. Good.
I asked Ravello what.
She's probably kind of scared from the blast and probably wants to have a rest. Kind of wants to go away from a lot of this. You know that there's not that many buildings outside the village that you were in and the city, so this area is pretty well unhoused. So you can either she wants to kind of like
Son of fucking. Oh, cool. Bob.
Hunker down.
Hollow tree. Like, all rock.
there's kind of like a broken away section along the cliff face that has trees in front of it and kind of like brush. You can't easily see it from the pathway, but you can see it from where you're standing.
Because you said this was like 10
No.
rates.
Yeah, it's basically like 10 minutes of sprinting.
Pretty tired myself.
Okay, and the rest of the party, what are you gonna do?
We're still just walking up the path, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
And
walking the path.
And at this point, like, it's probably pretty dark now, right?
it's probably getting a bit darker, and what is it? Malakar is starting to hear some stuff moving through the brush, and it's coming from the southeast.
Opposite.
It's no, it's actually from the woods. It's not coming from the path.
I myself am gonna hide and ask for.
It's gonna asking her to search around.
Yeah, since we're in a forest, fact, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to just.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do
The full
the
effect.
link.
Yeah.
The link.
Yep.
What up?
Okay. So, are you gonna have her like search around for the sound, or are you gonna have her kind of get a bit higher? That way, she can
Yeah.
see a bit more.
Basically, I just want her to see if she can see something that's gonna fuck me up before I see it. Make sense? Staying
Okay.
around me.
What you're seeing right now is off in the distance. You see a few torches and a few hobgoblins, almost in a searching crescent. You also see some from the distance. You can also see more torches coming from the pathway, and in the distance, you can also see the party moving up the pathway.
Stuck between. Got it.
The hobgoblins themselves don't seem like they're like searching heavily, and they don't seem like they're from the group beforehand. So they may be willing to talk to you.
Gonna hide.
Okay. He's going to hide in the alcove and hope he doesn't get seen. Okay.
Also, I am readying. On a.
Okay. As the group trudges up the path, they can hear some talking from the back. It's obviously in some sort of goblinoid speak. It's pretty distant, but it's almost. It sounds like shouts from a relatively far distance.
Does anybody speak Goblin?
Nope.
No, that's not. It's not something I know how to do.
Yes, well,
We should move faster. The guard says.
but fine. Let's keep moving. Are we moving toward it inadvertently?
We're
Away from it.
We're the sound is coming from the south. You're currently heading north, like almost directly north at this point.
And is the north toward where Austin's character is?
Say that again.
Is north toward where Austin's character is?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, so
it would be roughly where he would be at.
So yeah, we keep heading that direction.
I mean, he is technically like towards the end of the path, but he's like in a distant alcove on the edge of the clearing. Probably a little bit further into the woods, but you could potentially, if you like searched for him in the open alcove area, you might be able to see him, but it would be difficult. You would probably not see from.
Let me know when we get to the alcove, because I would be interested in the alcove despite the danger.
Basically, you don't run into anything until you reach the open area. Malakar, do you want to do anything, or are you just gonna rest, hide and rest?
Do I see them from Bella?
You do see them opening up into the clearing.
No, I'm staying where I am.
Okay. Well, as you go into the open clearing, you see the entrance of what looks like maybe a passage through the mountain, or it could be an opening to maybe some sort of shrine. It's kind of hard to tell because a lot of the area has been overgrown with vines, but obviously it looks like it's been maintained somewhat recently, within the past maybe like week. But it's also had some passage through it even more recently, as you can see some vines that have been cut that are obviously still green.
Okay, I want to look for footprints because I'm curious to see how recent something would have walked by there. So, like, yeah.
You do see some footprints, but you can't really make out how long ago
Okay.
and they look like they're made from boots. Boots of like a small to medium-sized creature, at least, and potentially more. You can't tell.
What kind of knowledge roll would we need to check on? Understand kind of what meant for.
I can't hear you cutting out.
What kind of knowledge roll would we need to make to see what this kind of area is? You know, this alcove.
It would probably be a survival / perception. Potentially maybe knowledge history as well. If anyone has knowledge history.
Nope, just knowledge nature. And knowledge dungeoneering.
Knowledge history.
Oh god. This fucking guy.
And I'm gonna discharge my the ability that my natural divination at +10. I foresaw that I would come across a religious site, and I wanted to know.
Okay, so you got a 26?
Yeah.
Okay, this looks like the entrance to a knight's burial mound.
Yes,
the
birds told me that I would come across a burial mound of a long dead warrior, and I think I found it.
Right after you say that, I'm gonna grab like your sleeve and be like, "Hey, boss! Look, there's like footprints on the ground. I don't really know what they are. You know, just maybe boots or something. And just there might be someone in front of us."
Oh, thank you, Marcel. Inam, if you could escort me, I wish to see what's inside.
And I'll follow behind.
And I'll
and Spirit's just basically kind of like keeping forward. He's just like looking around, and he does see the ruins, and he like squints a little bit, kind of looking at any of the markings above.
And does he say anything?
No, he doesn't say anything, but he's obviously like trying to remember something. And the guard, he himself doesn't know anything. He's just kind of like shelter, finally.
Does with my knowledge roll, does it tell me anything about what night this is or anything?
It's at least from the last age, if not maybe 2 ages beforehand. It's definitely old, and it may be from the Fallen Empire.
Very interesting. Must go in, must write down lots of stuff.
Any inscriptions?
if you want to get closer, you can.
Okay.
So, are
Basud's
people going to
already
head
pulling out-
towards the entrance?
Oh yeah,
It's-
Basud's already heading toward there, pulling out a notebook.
Yep.
It's probably about 180 feet from the end of the pathway to where the actual entrance is, and you can also see that to the left, there's a recent torn out area. Obviously, there was a path that continued a little bit further on, but it's just slid away, and it looks really recent. So you're suspecting it's also from the blast.
Okay, I'm on edge now, so I'm actually looking out for people. Here's my perception.
You see nothing. You do still hear stuff from the
behind us?
south.
Okay.
You don't know about how far it is, but it's obviously within like shouting range.
Okay.
So you guys are just gonna go to the entrance. Are you gonna go in? Are you gonna go into the entrance, or are you just inspecting the outside gate?
Boss,
I'm
I
gonna-
think
I
they're
kind of want
catching
to
up
inspect
to
the
us.
gate.
Okay.
So
The gate itself it looks like it had two stone doors at one point, but the stone doors have been damaged and just crumbled, collapsing. These stones were obviously relatively thick at one point, but it looks like wear and tear of the ages have really kind of weakened them, and now they're just laid strewn across the ground, and it does look like something's been moving the door chunks away from it. I'm guessing, Basud, do you want to keep that knowledge history check for the inspection, as you can technically do that?
Yeah, if you will let me. Absolutely.
Okay, you obviously see that this is a tomb to someone known as Lucius. It's in the old language, so it's a little bit different than common, but it's from the Catharian Empire, and so it is from the last age, or at least the last Empire age. It's probably been here for at least 400 to 800 years.
So I'm just kind of like spouting this information, like as I'm like, my God, I think this is a tomb to a Catharian knight. By this inscription, I think his name is Lucius, and my God, this is probably 400 to 800 years old.
And as you do get closer, you see that this has royal emblems on it. It's at least of a noble heritage of the Catharian Empire. So this may not just be a tomb for a single knight. It might be the tomb of a knight's order, or at least a heritage site of the knight order.
And
is
I
there
really don't
more
have-
writing that Basu could either translate or someone else could translate?
Not on the outside gate,
Okay.
but there are still some inscriptions that were on the door that has been kind of cast aside. It would take several hours to piece a lot of it together.
What about with my linguistics?
You can understand the language a bit, but it basically reads the same thing that Connor just said.
Okay. Well, I just want to see if I can quickly get it down. Get a general sense.
That
See
would
if he
be.
was saying what.
You may
say
be
what-
able to use the scribing to quickly pencil down some stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll start scribing. Yeah, great. My free book. Just start
I
writing
want to
some
find a space
quick
to
things
hide.
down.
There's my stealth.
Where did he go? He was just here in front of me.
He's hiding behind some of the rocks.
I turn to the rest of the group. I think we should just make camp here, and then in the morning, perhaps we can take a look at what we can find in here.
We could go
Okay.
inside and camp there, maybe. If
I have a feeling that may be dangerous, though. Maybe we should.
can you give yourself another seizure to see if it's a bad idea?
My skills do not quite work that way.
Well, crap. If I do dancing lights in front of you, what? Do
No,
lights?
You
unfortunately-
might see something at least, so you might not get proper vision.
A la Iris. She tells me only what she wants to.
Okay. Well, who's all for sleeping in the cave? Hand. And who's for sleeping outside the cave? And
Spirit,
since I can't see your hands, I'm just gonna assume you all raised your hands.
yes, Spirit basically just looks at us like, either way, I don't think it really matters. We might be fighting. We just stay out here, though. It might at least be a choke point inside.
Yeah, you make a good point there. You seem to have some military knack. I defer to your judgment in this matter.
He's just looking around. In fact, I'm actually going to take a quick check because he's still hearing a bunch of the voices, the shouts in the distance. But he is terrible at perception.
Oh, 15's not bad.
It's better than that, especially since he gets a -1. He says the shouts are getting closer. We'll probably be on us within 30 minutes.
Hmm. Mhm.
My vote is to go inside.
Yes, I am
And
with you.
I'm
Let's
going
go
in.
outside.
I'm just gonna like stay stealth and just follow as much as possible.
Okay. So, people are heading inside. Malakar,
I'm staying where I'm
what do you do? You saw them go in,
Ah.
and you hear the shouts, the angry shouts of hobgoblins slowly starting to kind of get closer.
But theoretically, they first or the temple and died first?
They would probably. Oh,
Theoretically.
you're a bit on the distance. Yeah, they're probably definitely gonna. No, they're definitely gonna see the temple because it's out more in the old. But you don't know.
You're just gonna have to risk it, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, you can stay. I don't think I can move. I think I have to move all the players if I'm gonna be doing this, though.
That's
So-
right. We can.
Okay.
I mean, we can all drag our token in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So, no
it's,
biggie.
yeah. Okay. Oh no! I'm just gonna move everyone. Malakar's just basically gonna have to say that, hey, I'm out.
Out of the cave.
that I'm out of the fight, but I can choose my battles.
Okay.
I am but one person against
I need to reveal an area.
at least 7. At least.
It has to at least run into 7.
That I am one person against at least.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, and then if there's one hobgoblin. But I'm sure there's more.
Who said we were gonna fight you? You ran away.
My
Gonna hurt you.
character. I don't fucking know that. You just
We-
tried to.
we
You turned on a
want-
guard. Like, that you met
Yeah,
literally
because
5
the-
seconds ago. And by 5 seconds,
Yeah.
an hour ago.
And
That's right.
besides,
Don't argue. It's fine, John.
He was a coward from doing his job. He
And
deserved it.
I was also a coward
And-
who immediate reaction was to duck in the goddamn wagon.
Yeah,
And didn't
and
want to
we-
come out.
We didn't choose to do this. They took us out into this crap. We could have stayed in the bar, man. Had a good time. Now the barkeep's dead.
Look, all I saw
Dead,
was
I
that
tell
you
you.
guys weren't very nice people.
Well, I was nice to you because I was like, "Hey, we're leaving.
Oh,
Let's
my
go."
candy!
You gave it to him. Oh no, he did steal it.
No, he
Never
stole
mind.
my
But
candy.
then you,
He did steal
but then
it.
you said it was. But then you said it was okay.
Yes.
Okay.
After
And
I
then
realized the
you know what?
situation-
You're the jerk. You didn't tell him it was spicy.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
It was a trap.
Who's the real traitor now?
Okay. As people enter, there's this open area. It's kind of like a receiving room. In the center, you see a brazier type. I'm gonna reveal that just so in case you do end up running in.
Oh no, I can
Just in
pick your
case.
character.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. It's just a wall. It's not really gonna affect you too much. You could see murals along the entire outside rim of this, as well as the brazier in the center is burning. It's not like burning recently, but it's at least been lit at one point within the past day. There's also a torch along the side of it that seems to be unburned. There's a bunch of other torches that are nearby that have been already burned.
Is there like a place that I can hide inside?
It would be very difficult.
Okay. Because I do intend to still be stealth, so I'm trying to figure this out where I can be.
You're probably gonna be within the what is it? Hold on. I keep using the reveal area instead of the marking. You could probably be hiding behind the door as the door opens inwards.
Okay, and then like it'll fold back into like a little corner.
Yeah, you could probably be like here, and the door would cover you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what eventually would happen in the opportune moment.
The door itself is not of original make of this area. It's obviously been kind of more ramshackled. It looks crudely made, but it seems sturdy.
And it's probably like a dark behind the door.
Now,
Yeah.
would you say crudely made
Okay.
by hobgoblins?
It looks like there's been something that is probably not human that made that.
Okay. Well, since I'm in a new spot, I'll roll my stuff.
Yep. And no one can see you're invisible. You just become transparent in your body.
Oh, you went all Twilight on us. As soon as the light from the brazier hit you, you just went Twilight and.
Whoosh.
But
Look
yes,
at me
it's probably a little bit low light in here, but it's still like noticeable enough that you can see that there's definitely murals along the entire walls of this room. And hold on, I'm gonna take a quick break. I need to take dogs out again because they're being annoying.
All right.
There's one is. So hold on.
Oh, Basud. Is any of this you now?
Hold on, you're breaking up, dude.
I said, Basud, does any of this interest you now?
Well, I am saddened that it's been despoiled by some other creatures, but I'm sure there are still some interesting things to glean. Why do you ask, Cilia?
Oh, I just wonder what we'll find down here. That seems so untouched. Has been. Might have something. Keep you happy and entertained, and appease your goddess.
Yes, the goddess. I'm sure we'll find many interesting things.
Now, where did Marcel go?
I don't know. I'm looking for Marcel. I thought he was just behind us, but I've not seen him.
Did he-
Connor,
did-
Basud might know that what's it called? I'm not keen on necessarily leaving Basud, and thus, even if I disappear, I'll probably not too far away.
Yeah, I know. I was like, he was just behind me, but he usually does not stray very far.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he actually is like a cat, isn't he?
Yep.
I have treats.
Got catnip, bitch.
Okay, back for me.
Actually, we need Malakar to come out with his candy again. I got candy.
That might
It's a trap.
might be appealing.
Okay, but so does Basud look at the murals, or is he inspecting the murals? Or are you going to see about this area being safe?
Inam will see about it being safe. Basud is definitely going to be staring at the mirror.
Okay.
Should we secure the door?
Spirit's basically going to be, going to basically board himself up against the door to make sure it's safe. The guard is just kind of walking around. It's like, well, at least this place is safe. He just takes the torch from the ground and it's just inspecting them. Do we want to use this?
I don't know, do they seem like they're in good condition?
Only about one seems usable at this point.
Well, we can save it while this is still lighting up the room, and we save it for when we actually wake up from our rest.
Yeah, what's keeping
If
them
we can even
by the
rest.
way?
He says, okay, and he just kind of like slots into his belt. Okay, among the murals, there's a lot of battle scenes, especially towards the upper area. This area, obviously, there's a large battle of what looks like a half-red dragon standing on a cliff, overshadowing a large amount, an army of what almost look very similar to him, only white. These creatures seem to be almost like crude golems or something, but have a very striking resemblance with the guy above. There's also, as you move further over into this direction with the murals, you see what looks like a black-clad, kind of humanoid creature with black wings, wielding a black greatsword.
Does the figure look like anything historical? Do you want me to roll for that?
You can potentially roll, but it's obviously this is from longer than where this tomb is. This is depicting something that even this tomb revered.
Well, I mean,
So, a prophecy, or maybe something that happened along.
Potentially.
Old.
And as you look over
What was that?
This lower area, you see what looks like the armies of knights fighting against these like white golems. And these white golems are just chewing through people. They're just ripping people in half. But there are some that are still fighting back.
oh, and by the way, I keep casting this spell on myself just because I'm like, ooh, looking at stuff.
You also see over here is angels and demons fighting against these white creatures as well. It's almost like everything is fighting this army, except for the soldier in black, the kind of like knight in black. And can you make a perception check?
Okay, and I get a +2.
Yep.
This, so 22.
Okay, you also see what looks like a monk along with the army wearing a silver robe with like almost platinum blonde hair.
All right, I'm writing down and trying and making little sketches in my notebook.
Spirit's kind of like looking at some of the murals, and he visibly looks agitated.
I'm a little absorbed, so somebody will also have to notice that.
He's still trying to focus on his defensive, but he obviously sees something that is agitating him.
Hint, hint to some of the other player characters. I'm absorbed.
Yeah,
Somebody's
I know.
talking.
I'm hiding.
So, uh, Dragon Man, are you okay? What's got you in a tissy?
I'm fine. I'm just seeing something I'd rather not.
What are you seeing?
He himself is a red half dragon, and he points at the red half dragon. That thing.
What is that? You to be you or
No,
I'll be right back.
that thing?
it's
Long distant relative?
you can say that.
Was it a good guy? Bad guy?
He literally just like waves his hand towards all the other murals. Does it look like he was as angels and demons are working together to fight back? Basically, these white impersonations of this red half dragon.
Oh, well, I guess he did some, the angels and demons to work together.
He kind of like grunts a bit and he turns back. You can hear something further inside, like talking.
Should we go check that out?
Is Connor still here?
I think he stepped away.
Soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably stepped
Yeah.
away. And he's back. He had another one of those seizures. He's back. All scrolling down. He's like, and then it's like,
Overload of all this information.
I'm
it's
very
like, my
absorbed in what I'm
goddess
doing.
is so happy. I'm getting a raging clue, you guys.
Well, this is actually. Oh yes, and you also. Speaking of which, you also see what looks almost like a pig off in this direction.
No.
With piles
I'm
of
making a
coins
sketch and I
nearby.
stop and I go, no.
What is it, Masood?
It is a pig.
What pig?
And I point to the mural of the pig.
And it's not there.
Yep. I look, I'm like, I don't see no pig, Masood.
Find your purses. And I look around very suspiciously.
Wait, are you trying to say Marcel's trying to run? Is that what's going on?
No, not Marcel, although you should probably watch him too. Something far dark, more insidious.
Okay.
He robbed a guy that got killed later. He was bragging about it. The guy was riding a different cart. He was bragging about how he robbed him.
The slander.
Okay, but as people are jotting down notes and just kind of listening around, they hear something
Oh, yeah.
talking
My note
Just
got
in-
it. Sorry.
just in the other room, just off in the distance. You hear kind of like in a gruff sound, it's like, "Hey, Morg, where are we supposed to find that?"
I was about to answer thinking it was talking to me.
It's coming from outside.
No, it's coming from further inside.
Past our good old friend Spirit.
Yep, beyond the door.
Well, it looks like we're not getting any rest.
It's kind of echoing a bit, but it's close. you are still also hearing shouts from outside. Not yet, but as it's getting darker, you are starting to see torches, like torchlight in the distance. Okay. So, other than that, what are you planning on doing?
I'm finishing up my notes. So, what are we doing?
Well,
Like other people who have not note-taking responsibilities.
I'm gonna follow.
I'm jotting down notes as well. Getting the other side of the wall for
Oh, we're
Basu.
all fucked.
So I'm over by Spirit in that corner, writing down notes so I can share with Basu. But that's about it.
Spirit's like, Spirit speaks up as like, oh no, not Spirit, the guard. I don't know why. I keep thinking for some reason, basically Owl speaking.
Mhm.
He's saying is, I don't think it's time for us to be taking notes. I think they're closing in.
Well, what do we do? Do we go outside, face what's inside, or do we go back outside and face what's outside? And then
Masud is still taking his notes, and he's kind of like waves a hand. He goes, "Oh, Al, the danger's not here yet, and it will not come any faster if I do not take notes."
And he just kind of like grumps and just like sits down. He's like, well, if I'm gonna have to fight him, at least rest up after walking all that distance. He takes off his helmet, and he's basically just getting his sword ready and unsheathing it.
Yeah, Enam steps to the side of this door and just has her hand on her large sword.
And Spirit already has his weapon drawn. He's just kind of like sitting, leaning up against this door, just to make sure that, like, nothing that tries to get in, move out, or basically they can't push the door outward, as it does swing into this room.
So both doors swing in.
Yeah, both doors swing in.
Okay, so we're actually like in the best room could be right now.
Yeah,
Well, kind of, not really.
Malakar,
Percentage.
you are outside, and you see hobgoblins starting to move in. You can now plainly see them. Yes, with your own eyes. They are looking through the brush, but they look more concerned than like searching. And it's to your roll. Stealth roll was 17, right? There's only 3. They don't look very heavily armored, but they do obviously look like they don't look like talking. So 17, huh? Hey, who's this guy over here? You hear kind of like in a gruff, but in common talk. As this one hobgoblin basically just is looking at you. And he is actually the closest one to you. He's about 60 feet away, though.
What does their weapons look like?
It's a Morning Star, and he currently has a torch in his left hand.
I am going to look at that. There's 3 of them, right?
Yep.
Hey, hello. Hi.
What are you doing here?
Get to the next. Key.
Just a dragon. Now, crazy balloon.
I am. I do. Continue.
They start kind of closing in on you.
Okay.
Their weapons are drawn.
I'm sorry, but getting on my way then.
Hold it. He lifts up his morning star. Points
No,
at
I
you.
don't think there's gonna be any of that.
Don't move.
You don't move. I'm at this point. I'm gonna start like backing up if I can. I don't know where I am.
You're up against the cliffside.
Is there any way that I would be able to get around them?
You'd have to run in the open field.
This point.
One's in the open. One's in the open field. One's following along the tree line, and one is in the
Yes,
trees with
I
you.
guess considering that Favela didn't do fucking shit for me, she is in my hood.
Oh, Frivola has been seeing these. It's just they've been slowly encroaching on you.
Yeah,
You
I
haven't
thought they
moved.
were just passing.
No,
and
they.
say that she.
Yeah.
She's like, sorry, master. I didn't know they were coming here.
There's.
And the thing is, the other one that was like just on the path, I gave him a -2, and he just missed you. But the one that was next to you,
Either I don't
saw
care
you.
about that. What I care about right now is where the 3 of them are. You said one of them is on a path. My back is towards a cliff. One of them is in the forest coming at me.
Yep, they're basically surrounding you partially.
All 3 of them see me.
All 3 of them see you now, because the one that was in the forest shouted, and you then spoke up. And now you're having a conversation with the one still in the forest with you. They were, and they do look like they were obviously heading towards the ruins.
Hey, again, there's really no reason to be walking up on me. You don't know who I am. What's your intention with the Morning Star there?
He points at you, and then he points towards the ruins. He says, "Let's go speak to our boss."
Do we hear this?
You're definitely hearing talking outside.
I was just out here and looking for some herbs, you know.
Let's speak to our boss. And
where you
he's still encroaching on you.
Where are the other 2?
I'm
far
gonna
away are they?
open up an area that is not currently being seen by anyone else right now. Just opening this area up for you. And I'm going to bring over the guys. They're basically, one is just encroaching on this side.
Okay.
They're not this close, but they're about like this. One's in the open field, and one's there's basically forced in line in this area, and they're about 45 feet, maybe 30 feet at this point, as he's still just getting closer to you.
And what's this way?
That's where the ruins and that landslide.
And this way?
That's cliff face.
What's down cliff?
It's above you. It's a
Right,
cliff
sheer upwards.
face.
At the bottom of the cliff. Okay.
Start climbing.
Everything that you said about this, I have gotten backwards.
Yes. Sorry about that. You were in an alcove on the cliff face, trying to hide behind a tree.
Banana bus.
He
He
does not seem to be aggressive at this time, but he's obviously not. He's being very wary.
Just like, oh, just the simpler. Let's just.
You can roll a diplomacy at this point.
That's gonna be great. Oh shit!
You critted and
You
Jesus.
got a 19.
Yeah, he critted and got a 19.
Very nice.
He says,
You're convincing for an unflattery person.
"Yeah,
Right?
yeah." That's like, oh, you're an herbalist. Maybe you can help treat wounds. We'll pay you.
Oh, well, okay.
It's night anyway.
Okay.
You might not want to be around here with that dragging about.
Okay, I have a couple. I'm sorry, I don't really get out much. Nor am I confronted with danger a lot. Are you guys more friendly, hobgoblin?
We're not as, I guess, aggressive. We know that there's been a group to the south, but we're not part of it.
Not part of the.
He does lower his morning.
Okay.
He's just like, there's just been a lot today going on, and he's
Yes.
obviously looks stressed, but he also looks like ugly. It's hard to tell.
I mean,
Man,
oh, we're on
he's
par.
gonna be
It's
way
fine.
more pissed. He's
He's
gonna be way more pissed once he goes into where we're at.
You know what? I am Dr. Fryer, so kind of forte for healing and sure, I'll go along. I'm gonna
Good.
reach into my
Thanks.
pocket where I have like my candy and then like flip it out and realize I have no candy. I ate it all. I gave it away.
Oh, they walk up. They've lowered their morning stars, and now they're still kind of ushering you towards the ruins, but they're like, obviously you can see that one of them has been injured, and he probably got injured during the blast.
Where is the injury exactly on him?
It's on his shoulder. It looks like he either has been hit by something or he fell.
Are you good there?
It's good to have a doctor around.
Try
And he's the one who's speaking.
Yeah.
He obviously doesn't understand you.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm
this
gonna
one definitely
look
does.
around at this point and see if I can see any like actual herbs that I could use.
Survival.
Question. Never mind.
Survival can help you.
I don't want to know if I want to do that.
Oh, okay.
No.
I think I know what you're gonna try to do.
No. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm actually looking for herbs to heal this guy, but I don't know if it's gonna be not fun for them.
It might take about 32 minutes to an hour, and you can use a heal check to kind of like bandage up his wound if you want. But currently, they kind of like ushered you still more into the open area. Are you gonna go with them?
Yeah, I'll go.
So they're more into the open. This one's obviously looking around in the forest still, making sure there's like no other lights and no sounds. It's still very quiet, which is
Oh. Where's your boss exactly?
he's inside.
Oh, he's in there. And I
Yeah,
point
is
to
there
the
a
ruin.
problem?
Maybe.
What is it? He like perks up a little bit and he looks more like on guard.
I did a group going.
He looks at the two. Orgos, oh,
It might not be bad.
and
though.
they basically raise their weapons, like
Fine.
moving towards the entrance.
Okay, I'm gonna back a little bit. But it might not be.
This he kind of gets in front of you, and the one that's injured kind of moves back a little bit to let the one who's not injured move in front, basically. And so they're now like basically towards the entrance.
Oh, wait.
So you said that they weren't hostile?
Yeah, I said they might not be.
And the one that was talking to you says, "Are they friends of yours?" How do you know they're friendly?
Well, given
Oh god. I'm trying.
if I have ready to go fight other.
Hmm.
So
He literally looks back at you and says, "It doesn't sound like it's your day."
be great.
They move in like surrounding the entrance area, and the one that's talking like kind of knocks the Morning Star against the side of the wall. He says, "People in there?"
No.
Do you actually say that?
No.
Yeah, I just hear it now. I'm like, no.
I'm gonna say I before we get to the door, before the knock, sorry. Whenever I say that there are people in there, I do say a number, how many there is.
7.
Traitorous bastard.
I mean, you might have not seen me go in there.
I know you were there.
I know, yeah, you knew I was with a group, so you could assume maybe, but
Yeah, that's what I'm
probably
doing.
didn't see me go in there.
The way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you would've-
and the fact there's only
5.
6 in there.
Or no, yeah, 6, whatever.
But yeah, he knocks and calls out. So you said no. He
Yeah.
says, well, obviously there's 7 in there.
There's no.
Look, we're not here for a fight.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What the fuck?
So
Where's 6 coming from?
the hobgoblin,
Well,
the sharp snap of a book closing.
Basid said that you're nearby when I asked where you were, so I just assumed. So thanks for revealing yourself, myself.
I didn't say anything. I just
Oh, I thought you were saying character. What the fuck you mean?
It's out of character saying it.
Oh, okay.
Because he got literally a crit roll. You can't see him.
I guess
He's hiding
that's
behind-
where I could do.
27
What-
with a crit.
Well, what Basud said, he's always nearby.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I
even
guess
if
that's
he is
true.
hiding.
Inference.
So that's
The
why I'll
inference
just
is.
assume there's 6 of us.
Basud is going to step out with Enam flanking him.
So he's gonna step outside of the area.
Yeah,
He's pretty much just talk to them.
he's still
Okay.
holding the book. He goes.
Oh.
He like kind of looks around for the hobgoblins and sees them right near the entrance. Right?
Yeah, they're basically just surrounding the entrance. So he would have people flanking him on each side if he was trying to pass out the entrance.
Well, good day to you, or good evening, I should say.
Enough with the pleasantries. Why are you here?
We are here because we are seeking shelter from this dark night. And he kind of like raises his hands and like kind of like waves it at the darkness around them.
And he like lifts up the morning star and just kind of like points to the sky and says, "You mean you're hiding from that thing?"
Yes, and that too, the dragon creature. Yes, we do not wish to be seen.
Oh, let me talk to my boss.
It's quite a. Is this your home?
For now.
Oh, it is quite an interesting place. Do you know anything about it?
Not much. We've only been here for about a week.
Ah, yeah. I took some notes. Maybe your leader might be interested.
Maybe if you could help us find what we're looking for.
Oh, you are looking for something. What are you looking for?
The boss can fill you in. And Spirit's in the way. Spirit's obviously still annoyed and aggressive with his hand on his weapon still. But he's basically it just kind of moves out of the way.
Good.
Are you gonna let him pass?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not gonna
Okay.
attack him.
Yeah, the other two stay outside the building, and he just disappears. And you just hear talking it's goblinoid speech, and it's just within like the next room area. You can hear it echoing a little bit,
Okay.
and you hear, "Bring them to me."
Oh, so that part he says in common.
Well, you already know that one of them can at least speak. At least two of them in the next room can speak common, because they were talking about something they were looking for earlier. And so basically, they kind of walk in. Malakar, are you going to follow him, or are you just going to stay outside?
Gonna try to stay back if they.
Well, they're going in first anyway, but they're not like
Fuck it, I'll go with them.
they're
They
not
said they
they're
needed
not
healing
watching
anyways.
you heavily.
Said they need.
It's just, boss wants to see you. Come on.
I follow, and Enam's right behind, right next to me. Like, oh, well, hello there again, old man.
And as he goes by, he says, "Mind your step. We set up protection here, and it's at the bend. It is right here." And so he kind of like steps over this plate, though he doesn't actually step on it. And so, yeah, I'm just opening up everything. Feel everything here.
And I'll follow.
I want to be dead last.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay hidden.
Make sure you don't step on the plate, Basud.
The one that isn't injured sits down, like he's just basically sitting on guard, kind of closing the door, and just basically waiting. The guard follows, kind of like on edge, He still has his weapon drawn, and Spirit is also still on edge. He moves to the side and lets you in.
Alright, I just walk in like nothing's the matter at all.
And this one has his crossbow pointed at you. And he's obviously does not look happy. This is the leader, and he obviously has like kind of a banded metal type breastplate. And he's basically just shouting in Goblinoid. I don't think anyone speaks Goblinoid.
Nope.
The guard is kind of on edge, but he's basically just kind of making sure the door is still like open to run out if he needs to. And Spirit is just standing as close as he can. So he's just gonna probably follow alongside Basud.
Okay.
So did Marcel stay out?
Yeah, I'm staying out.
Yeah, and Marcel, no one knows he's there, so even the guard there, I don't think, in fact, I'm just gonna roll for him. He sees nothing. He's just sitting down there, and he's just kind of like sharpening his little short sword.
I ask like the goblin who I know speaks common. They like whisper to a side, like not to interrupt anything. Like band-aids or healing things I can about.
He says, yeah. He goes over to the chest. And he says, "Boss, you got hurt." And he points to one of the goblin that got injured. He says he fell off a tree during that blast. He says, "Bandage him up." And
I'm gonna do this.
he basically just like opens the chest and starts like searching through, and he grabs some cloth. And this cloth looks like it's been taken from like a shirt or something like that. It's been like ripped up. It does have blood on it, and he just kind of like hands it to you. This is the injured one. He says, and the boss just kind of like steps up to Basud. He says, "So why are you here?" He gets right up in your face.
Oh, there is no need for hostilities, Sadiq. Sadiki. We are here because we need a shelter from the night and from the large creatures in the sky.
Yeah, I heard about that thing. So did you see it?
Yes, it was a dragon. Very large, black.
Don't forget you saw the explosion.
And there
The
was
boss did not see the explosion.
There was it ejected from its mouth a beam of bright light which exploded and destroyed everything in its wake.
So what did he destroy?
The entirety of the prince's army. You know, the Prince of Blackgate or whatever.
Dark Veil.
His kind of like gruff, like glare at you kind of just turns to more like a dull, blank stare. He says, "Pass that by me again." The
Dragon.
prince is what?
The prince's entire army and elite guard.
Oh. And he just starts laughing. Well,
I mean, it wasn't really a funny event when you were there, but maybe you could share the joke with me.
if that thing can kill that many people, what are we searching here for?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
And he just looks to you. He says, "We're looking for a weapon, a sword from some lost age. We were told to get it, and it was supposed to. We were supposed to get it and bring it to the he just kind of like trails off. He's just kind of like thinking and just trying to figure out what's going on.
I cast Enhanced Diplomacy on myself just to make myself just that much more amiable and likable and all that. Sadiki, what was your name again?
He looks at you and he just says, "Are you just gonna?" Oh, did you roll the diplomacy for that already? Okay.
Did you want me to re-roll diplomacy? Because I had 22 before.
Yeah, 22. It'll be fine. Yeah. He looks to you and he says, "My name's Mom. I'm the leader of these bunch," and he just like almost like laughingly says, "Bunch.
So,
We're mercenaries."
Ah, you are mercenaries. Who hired you to fire in this mystical sword you speak?
Some guy in a black cloak.
Kai Black Cloak.
And he just kind of like sits on the statue, and it's I keep forgetting that's he just kind of like sits on the statue. It's like, apparently there's some sort of weapon here, and we haven't been able to find it. We don't know what's. There's obviously more to this tomb, but we can't figure it out.
What does this tomb look like to me with my 25 history?
This area looks like a small tomb area, but there's no grand sarcophagi or anything like that.
Do I know anything? Oh, fuck you!
Fuck.
Get out of here! I think you should only get one knowledge skill for like every hour. You dick.
Oh, that's funny. Obviously, this area looks too small to be a main tomb. It's just obvious that there's something more. There's probably some sort of entrance. It's hard to figure out, but there's obviously some of the walls look a little bit weaker than they should, especially in this area. I just had to make sure I was in the right tool. This area looks a bit weaker. Potentially, like there's a mechanism to open the wall, potentially.
I mentioned all this, like, this is definitely not the main tomb for something so grand. And so there must be a hidden wall here somewhere.
And he looks up and is like, obviously it's not the main tomb. We've been looking around here, and we've been looking at the kind of a back area along the mountainside, and there's been nothing.
My god, what is this statue? This statue is so wonderful. I want to look at it.
So this thing, he just steps off of it and just kind of just lets you pass. There is a plaque on it, and it says, "To those who guard us, to those who shield us, and to those who strike our enemies."
Does that ring a bell? It's some kind of prose I've heard before.
It's just kind of almost like a rhythm, but it doesn't really give much.
All right. I turn back. Where did Marcel go? Marcel, hey.
He definitely can't hear you.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
I'll roll perception. If I get like an amazing perception check, maybe.
It's like
Oh,
18
no.
or
Okay.
higher.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not good.
Marcel fell asleep. It's just sneaks so good he can sleep.
Just nodding off behind this door.
It does sound like a puzzle or a riddle.
So what was it again?
To those who guard us, to those who protect us, and to those who strike our enemies.
Do any of the tomb things on the sides have anything?
Yeah.
Perception. Okay.
I'm not good at it.
Inam obviously sees that each
Oh, but there it is.
everyone Basud and Inam obviously see that these have shields, these have swords, and these just look like knights clasping their hands. And upon closer inspection, a couple of these have, along the edges of these, there are some, like, they're not like outcroppings, but they're just like inlays. And some of them move. This one, and this one have stuff that kind of fidget a little.
Right, so what was the thing again? So I go click, click.
You hear a rumbling in this direction, and just kind of the wall slowly just slides down.
And I turn toward the leader. After you, Mog.
Like, that's some good news.
What's this guy doing? Is he still like there? Is he like starting to fall asleep?
He's just like just kind of like looking at, making sure the doors staying closed, and he's just sharpening his blade.
Okay.
So he's gonna be there for a while. Probably
That
gonna
is
be
getting
on guard.
great.
He's gonna be on guard.
So Marcel misses out on the whole entire adventure, and we leave him there.
Yeah.
Until I get impatient. It's getting there.
Well,
Alright,
no one knows where you're at.
Yeah.
Can we ask the Mog guy rest before we venture? I feel like that would be best for some of us.
Yeah, you cut out a lot.
Oh,
I
I'm
think that's
saying,
gonna be
could
best.
we rest before venturing on? Who knows what's down there?
Let's
That'd
gather
be
your party
fine.
before venturing forth.
But now we have it. Now we don't know what's beyond this, so I guess I'll just put we'll put guards here.
And get your guy looked at over there.
Yeah, the one that's injured is gonna stay with Malakar, and the guards here. He's obviously gonna sit more towards his little chest. This chest looks definitely like it's not original to this area, but it also doesn't look like it's of any like hobgoblin or orcish make. It's probably something from someone else's caravan.
Oh, I'm not gonna try to take that from memory.
And the one that was here, the one that's was talking to people, he moves over to here and sits guard at the entrance.
God damn it!
So now he's basically gonna sit down with the unknowingly sit down with Marcel and the other guard, and they just start talking. It's like apparently they found a way to the underground, some sort of passage deeper in. This is really, yeah. This one obviously can speak. Oh no, this one can't speak. Cool. They speak in Goblin then. Yeah, sorry, Marcel, you can't hear it.
Yeah,
So Marcel might be more terrified what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Like, oh God, I think they're dead. I think my friend died.
And this guard just literally slumps into the corner and just kind of like rests. He looks defeated.
Well, we've been running for hours, and been up all day, and it's night. We definitely need a rest.
And so yeah, this hobgoblin. There are some like bedrolls that are kind of like thrown about, but they're not really like what you would call bedrolls. They're just more like reed mats that are kind of haphazardly thrown together.
Well, I unroll my bedroll and lay down, read my books a little bit, and sleep.
Yeah, so does Basud and Inam.
Okay.
We should probably call it, right?
Yeah. A
Alright.
little bit of a slower start because
At least I got to do some combat.
oh god.
Oh man, at least I gotta
Well,
steal stuff.
And Marcel, you got to do some combat too. You know, trying to trip somebody and failing.
Yep, absolutely getting decimated in that,
Spirit just kind of slumps over here.
that trip.
Yeah, you
Is there
actually have a
something-
few fails there, man. Jeez.
I
What is
know
that?
there's some really bad rolls. It could have gone
yeah.
really bad for me.
Oh my god. The thing is, he was supposed to help you.
Oh. I thought the horde might have been faster than us, you know, so I just went with the reaction like, what do you do when a bear's chasing you? You trip someone and they die. And who looks the least valuable? The guard.
Oh, that was the
And
actually.
if I shot it the other way, I would have hit everybody else. I'd have been like, and you're all blinded. I live. Goodbye. And then I would be adventuring by myself. No, that's not
True.
cool.
True.
But
And then
okay,
later,
yeah, we're calling it right now. But originally, I had that guard there. He was actually supposed to either die in the initial like helping you escape, or he was going to